needs more cowboys.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Our small part of making this world a better place is to try and make certain that food is abundant. Because when you don't have to worry about your next meal, you're free to pursue your dreams. And when people are free to pursue their dreams, that's exactly what they do. And all of our lives are made better for it. We're Simplot, and we want to help create better, healthier, easier to grow foods through the magic and the power of modern agriculture. Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life.
The graduating seniors from our local high schools need your help to go to college and trade schools next spring. Please show your support by donating to the Education Foundation's website or contacting 307-887-7537.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Changing your oil with Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount. Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
And miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirt.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf." This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal.
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're to the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dow got nothing on us!
Yeah!
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch at Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center. The Right Company. HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Corey and the staff at Miles CPA would like to say thank you to the community of Star Valley for the wonderful support provided over the last 16 years.
Go Braves!
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
A Friday afternoon in Star Valley, and it's the game of the week being played at Star Valley High School, where the top-ranked in the Wild Preps coaches and media poll, Cody Bronx, come to Afton to take on the second-ranked Star Valley Braves in a clash for the 3A West. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson. Dal, this game has been looked forward to. It's been circled on the schedule. It's been hyped up. Here it is. This is the game of the week in the state of Wyoming tonight.
I would argue all summer long, and then especially into the fall as the teams keep winning. This one's a doozy. It's going to decide probably who's going to be the top seed out of the 3A West. You don't want to obviously cash that check before you have it in your hand, but these two teams have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the league, and so today's a big one in terms of home seeding and things like that. But I'll be the first one to say it here during the broadcast, Duke. I expect these two teams to see each other at least twice.
We'll see how that plays out. Many believe this could likely be a preview of the 3A state championship game later this November in Laramie at the University of Wyoming. The Cody Bronx coming in riding a 20-plus game win streak. In fact, they haven't lost since the last time they stepped foot on this field. Their last loss coming in 2020 against the Star Valley Braves in Afton. And this sophomore class remembers that game well. They've now won 2 state titles, or the sophomore class at that time has now won 2 state titles since, and are looking for a three-peat as a senior class. And they're all led by, of course, who many believe is the best athlete in the state of Wyoming. That's quarterback Lucas Talich for the Cody Bronx. He is averaging a whopping 10 yards per carry from the quarterback position and averages 17 yards per completion, Luke Talich does. There are a lot of weapons on this Cody offense, and you can't just focus on Talich, but it certainly runs through him, and if the Braves want success tonight, they're going to have to figure out a way to stop number 2 on the offensive tack.
You know, Duke, if you had those numbers as a running back or a quarterback, you'd be awesome. He's got them both. Amazing athlete is Luke Talich. You look at the Braves, and a couple of guys are going to be trying to slow him down today. A guy that's just been red hot on the defensive line, number 50, Brandon Cook. Brandon, one of the defensive leaders on this team, 22 tackles this year, 2.5 of those tackle for loss. He really was in the backfield all game long last weekend in Powell. And, of course, your all-state linebacker from last year, Derek Astle, number 33, and that linebacking core. Can they keep these speedy Bronx in front of them? That's going to be a big question for today and a big challenge for this defense. But you got to like this linebacking core for the Braves. You got Derek Astle, you got Brandon Beck, you got Grant Thompson, and then up front you got guys like Dimitri Dogarakis and Brandon Cook and Clay Merritt up front. This is a good group. They're not allowing much. It's just a matter of can they keep up with the speed here of the Cody Bronx.
Could be a number 1 seed on the line tonight inside the 3A West. It's Star Valley hosting the Cody Bronx. Number 1 versus number 2, homecoming for the Braves. And it's all part of your first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network.
Physical therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Wyatt Krog on being this week's Man of the Week.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB. Racine, Wisconsin. Braves Nation, let's ride.
Comes back to Krog down the sideline and caught by Wyatt on the run to the 30. He's down to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wyatt Krog into the end zone on a 3rd and 5, 60 yards out.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Hey, this is Corey Frome with the LCSD2 Education Foundation. If you're a high school alumni from our district, then the students of our district need your help. There are several ways to help out. If you have an idea that may benefit our students, please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
Seniors, start your next phase of life with a rewarding career at Avail Valley Construction. Multiple positions are now open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about starting a career with Avail Valley Construction, visit availvalley.com.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Live from Star Valley High School, it is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Find how to receive a closing cost credit of $500 on your personal mortgage loan. Learn more at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Star Valley and Cody about to go at it on the football field. The second-ranked Star Valley Braves on their homecoming night welcome in the top-ranked Cody Bronx. It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Before we jump into the game, we did have our player spotlight presented by Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic, and Gabe Daniel had the chance to catch up with Star Valley senior wide receiver Chase Stewart.
Gabe Daniel here on the sideline with Chase Stewart, just about an hour and a half now away from the kickoff on a homecoming game against a very tough Cody opponent. Chase, last week you had a very memorable performance, almost kind of like that Randy Moss game a couple years ago with 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, and over 100 yards. How does it feel to have a memorable performance like that?
I mean, that's awesome. Getting to, score 3 touchdowns and on my 3 catches was pretty cool. So, every time getting the ball, getting in the end zone, that's what the team likes and that's what the team needs. So, it's pretty fun.
For real. This team has definitely shown that it's great at their teamwork on the field and off the field. How have you established kind of a team-first mentality?
I think it's just through a lot of guys getting different opportunities. We have so many guys that can do so many things and so much talent that, you want to root for the team. And there's just a brotherhood and a team-first mentality among, all of us. So.
Well, taking on Cody is definitely a big feat, and beating them an even bigger one. How have you guys prepared for a big game like this?
Lots of practicing, trying to practice whenever we can, getting out of school a little bit early yesterday and coming out and practicing when it was warmer outside, just doing anything we can, going to the playbook, going over huddle, just all that preparation during the week to get ready for, a team like Cody.
Well, the fans are definitely excited to see a big game here against Cody. How is the team feeling? How are the guys acting?
Obviously there's nerves. Of course you're going to get that when you're playing, Cody, a great team, and this is supposed to be the game of the year, so you'll get nerves, but we're all doing pretty good in the locker room right now. Going pretty great.
Well, we're super excited to watch you tonight. We hope you do well. Good luck, Chase.
Thank you.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Live from Star Valley High School, it's the Braves and the Bronx. Cody in town is the top-ranked team in the Wild Preps coaches and media poll, and the Star Valley Braves, that number 2 ranked team in that exact same poll. Welcome back, Duke Dance, Dal Erickson. A bright, sunny evening and a homecoming day with a packed crowd and a full house, and more expected to fill around the edges as it's the biggest game of the season for both of these two teams. Now, one thing that we have talked about a little bit, but I don't know if it's been discussed too much, is the strength of schedule heading into this game certainly favors Star Valley. We talked about this a little with Cody's play-by-play announcer Cole Havens this morning. Cody didn't schedule as tough of a schedule pre-conference as Star Valley did, and the Braves have already seen some real tough competition on the season. We'll see if that plays a hand tonight.
Yeah, whether or not that pays off, we'll see it over the course of a game like this at the end of the season. Of course, you could also make the same argument. Maybe the Bronx found as tough a teams as they could. They're not quite as close to some of the borders as the Braves are over here. I know sometimes in the past they'll play teams like Havre, Montana, and places like that. That wasn't the case this year, but yeah, they've obviously got some high quality credentials themselves. But the Braves, they went and they played Shelley at that neutral site game over in Boise, which was a tough one. Obviously, they went over and got beat by Sugar Salem, which might be the best team we see this year. Not to say take anything away from the Bronx. Maybe they'll change my mind on that tonight. But Shelley also another good team. And then Preston, a 4A team out of Idaho. Yeah, we'll see if it pays off for the Braves in a game like tonight.
It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kick off an exciting homecoming evening for Star Valley High School. Now let's take a look at what else is happening in the Crimson and Gold with your Crimson Corner.
Well, first off, cross country yesterday. The Star Valley teams are part of almost 50 teams from around the West as they raced in the Bob Conley Invite. Tommy Wetzel was second in the varsity A race. Jace Burton was 8th. So 2 top 10 finishes, and out of 16 varsity A teams, the Braves were 3rd. That is a pretty darn nice finish. Lady Braves 10th out of 16 in the varsity A race. Looking at volleyball, they're playing right now with their own monster matchup over in the gym. They're taking on the Kelly Walsh Trojans. And Kelly Walsh took the first 2 sets, Duke, but right now the Lady Braves leading the Trojans in set 3, 20-12. That might be the biggest deficit Kelly Walsh has had all season in one of their sets. If you want to watch that, it's at SVInews.com. That's a current score right now. Kelly Walsh going for the sweep, but the Lady Braves trying to avoid the sweep. They lead that third set 20-12. Also earlier today, in fact on Wednesday, the Braves sophomores defeated the Soda Springs varsity 59-12. That's a look at your Crimson Corner here as we get set for this one.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff, where we are about 20 minutes away from kicking off this game on a homecoming evening. Let's take a look at your roundup with the help of Sunrise Engineering.
Got some big ones, of course, in the 4A class. We talked about that matchup between Cheyenne Central and Cheyenne East, the battle for Cheyenne there, the 2 versus 4. Laramie at Thunder Basin, Natrona County at Campbell County. Rock Springs looking to get back in the win column at Cheyenne South. Sheridan, the new number 1 there in the 4A class. There in the 3A, you got 1 versus 2. Cody and Star Valley, that's the game of the week. You've also got Douglas at Riverton. Buffalo at Worland is intriguing to me. Jackson at Green River. Powell at Evanston. Rollins at Lander. And the 2A class, we've actually already got a final. Copefield trailed Rich County 12-0 at the half, and then they rattled off 26 unanswered to win 26-12 today. At the half, Lyman leading Thermopolis 51-19. That score courtesy of WyoPreps.com. And then you got a big one, Mountain View at Lovell tonight. And you can listen to Pinedale at Kemmer over on the Spur. Heading back to the 3A class, Duke, looking at the Wyo Predicts percentages, what our friends at Wyo Predicts think. Buffalo over Worland, they got Buffalo at the 57 to 43% chance. They got Cody, the favorites in this one, 56 to 44. Douglas, a heavy favorite to beat Riverton, 81 to 19. Jackson the favorite over Green River. Powell, a slight favorite over Evanston. And Lander, a favorite over Rollins.
That's the roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering, creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. We're going to send it down to the field for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem, made possible in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware, serving Star Valley since 1932, the local and helpful place.
Go back.
To honor America, remove your head covers. Please join Addie Waldron, Isabel Hinton, and Nora Nielsen in singing the national anthem, and enjoy as the American Sign Language class signs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
That's how that's done. Addie Waldron, Isabel Hinton, and
Let's meet today's starters with the help of Peevler's Mountain Star. Peevler's Mountain Star, located on Rocky Road on the north end of Afton.
Taft McClure, son of Brian and Sarah McClure. I'm a senior. I play quarterback. I'm from Smoot, Wyoming.
Caleb Spalding, son of Mikey and Lacey Spalding, senior, running back, linebacker, Afton, Wyoming. Chase Stewart, son of Lisa and Cody Crocker and Levi Stewart, senior, wide receiver and strong safety, Star Valley Ranch.
Dimitri Dolgarakis, son of Alex Dolgarakis and Megan Dozier, senior, tight end, D-end, Afton, Wyoming.
Jacob Hodges, son of Boone and Laura Hodges, senior, wide receiver, I live in Thane.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB of Racine, Wisconsin.
Luke Linford, I'm him, son of Jason and Robin Linford, senior, D-back, Fairview.
Brandon Cook, son of Annie and Justin Cook, senior, offensive and defensive line, Afton, Wyoming.
Evan Corbin, son of Chad and Sherry Corbin, senior, O-line linebacker, Edna, Wyoming.
Tom Cunningham, son of Dell and Teddy Cunningham, senior, center and defensive line from Afton, Wyoming.
My name is Brandon Beck, son of Scott and Brianna Beck. I'm a senior. I play outside linebacker and offensive line. I'm from Fairview.
Clay Merritt, son of Brooke and Kelly Merritt, junior, O-line, defensive end, Grover, Wyoming. Derek Astle, son of Jason Nicole Astle, senior, middle linebacker, running back, Thane, Wyoming.
Bridger Brogue, son of Clay and Brittany Brogue, senior, wide receiver and defensive back, Freedom, Wyoming.
Colin Hunsaker, I'm him. Son of Eric and Wendy Hunsaker, senior, receiver, DB, Afton, Wyoming.
Jaden Crook, son of Terry and Amber Crook, junior, running back and safety, Edna, Wyoming.
Mikkel Merritt, son of Rick and Amy Merritt, senior, running back, linebacker, Afton, Wyoming. Braves Nation, let's ride.
It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network. And Peebler's Mountain Star with your starting lineup, your source for plumbing and sprinkler supplies on Rocky Road in Afton. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson with you, and the class of 1982 is going to be recognized as part of homecoming. Coach McKay Young is one of the great coaching minds that does so much to remember the history of this program. And Dal, that includes recognizing the great teams from the past. And 40 years ago, it was in 1982 that also won a state title in the Braves.
Yeah, I got a brother right there running back on that team. Of course, coached by Van Hokinson. And Coach Young has this sticker on the back of the helmet every year, and it's on the shoulders of Giants, and then they pick a team to honor that year. This year it's 1982, and a lot of those guys helped address the team earlier this week and before this game, and hopefully got them a little fired up.
Coin toss happening at midfield right now. It's Star Valley hosting the Cody Bronx today with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the SVI Sports Network.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with the soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Our small part of making this world a better place is to try and make certain that food is abundant. Because when you don't have to worry about your next meal, you're free to pursue your dreams. And when people are free to pursue their dreams, that's exactly what they do. And all of our lives are made better for it. We're Simplot, and we want to help create better, healthier, easier to grow foods through the magic and the power of modern agriculture. Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life.
The graduating seniors from our local high schools need your help to go to college and trade schools next spring. Please show your support by donating to the Education Foundation's website or contacting 307-887-7537.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit GoFirstBank.com.
Star Valley hosting the Cody Bronx tonight on the SVI Sports Network. Kickoff in about 9 minutes from right now on a homecoming night for the Star Valley Braves, and hosting, again, the top-ranked Cody Bronx coming down from Park County, Utah, where they've won back-to-back state titles, and a fantastic group of kids that are hoping to make it 3 in a row for the Bronx. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson with your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to to kickoff. Now let's recap this rivalry. It's been one of the best across the state in recent years. It's done with the help of Simplot Smoky Candy Mine.
Well, this one only gets better. You go back to the early days, it was kind of hit and miss. Cody was in a bigger classification. Now things are kind of flip-flopping the other way, but right now these two programs really going at it. The first game was played back in 1957. Overall, the Braves with a pretty sizable advantage in the previous matchups, 25-11. Here in Afton, Star Valley holds a 12-7 advantage, and they've won 7 of 10. But let's get to the more recent trends. The Broncs have won 21 straight games since they last played here at Braves Field. That was a 21-14 loss in Afton. In 2020, these two programs have combined for the last 8 Wyoming 3A state championships, 4 apiece. This is the 37th meeting. And this recap of the rivalry brought to you by our friends at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Just about to announce the starting lineups for both these two teams. Cody probably are going to announce together as a team, and then the Braves will go through one by one for their starters. Now, coin toss has already taken place at midfield.
Yeah, and the head coach of that 1982 team, Van Hokinson, he performed the coin toss, and the Braves did win the toss. They deferred to the second half, so this up-tempo and explosive Cody Bronc team will start with possession of the football. Hey, I always like to defer to the second half. As you've heard me say many times, Duke, you have a chance to step on someone's throat, or you have a chance to regain your footing with possession to start the second half.
Just about 6 minutes away from kickoff time here in Star Valley. Now for the Braves this year, it has been a season of single-game records going by the wayside. Let's take a look at that records watch.
Well, Taft McClure set a new school record for passing touchdowns in a season. He went past that mark last week. He is 19 now. He needs 4 to tie the career mark held by Brant Nelson of 36. He also only needs 161 yards to break the single-season passing yardage mark, and he needs 538 for that career number. Wyatt Krog needs 10 receptions to get up to third on the single-season receptions list, where he would tie Cole Critchfield from 2014. Chase Stewart has 10 touchdowns. He needs 3 for the single-season record. That's currently held by Andy McKen, set in 2005. And Wyatt Krog needs 263 receiving yards for the single-season record. Duke, that was just set back in 2018 by Chase Merrill, and Wyatt Krog chasing it. That's a look at your records watch, brought to you by SVI Media.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff as this homecoming crowd starts to come alive as the starting lineups are announced here at Braves Field. Now, this one is a big one. We've talked about it for a whole season plus, especially this week. It's been getting a lot of attention across the entire state, Star Valley and Cody. Many feel this is going to be a preview of the state championship game in Laramie. What are your keys to the game today for the Braves to pull off a victory?
Well, these are just some thoughts I had, Duke. Number one, you got to try and keep those Broncs from galloping, and I'm talking plays of 15-plus yards. This is an absolutely fast team, and they have an up-tempo style and philosophy. That is going to be a big challenge for the Braves. Key number two, you got to try and keep this fast team in front of them. This is the 4x100 meter relay champs. You got to try and keep them in front of them because you're not going to catch them. They're the fastest ones. Key number three, you can help by winning the turnover battle. That would be key, especially for the Braves to reduce the number that they commit today. And then finally, the Braves are going to come out slinging the ball, I assume. They got to be efficient with those passing attempts. You don't want to be under 50% or anything like that. So hopefully 60% plus. And that's a look at some keys to the game brought to you by Rocky Mountain Yeti.
Legend driven. Visit RockyMountainYeti.group. That is RockyMountainYeti.group. About 3.5 minutes away from kickoff, Star Valley and Cody. It's happening tonight at Braves Field. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the SVI Sports Network. We're going to keep it here. We'll be back in 2 minutes on SVI.
To congratulate Wyatt Krog on being this week's Man of the Week.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB. Racine, Wisconsin. Braves Nation, let's ride.
Comes back to Krog down the sideline and caught by Wyatt on the run to the 30. He's down to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wyatt Krog into the end zone on a 3rd and 5, 60 yards out.
Hey, this is Corey Frome with the LCSD2 Education Foundation. If you're a high school alumni from our district, then the students of our district need your help. There are several ways to help out. If you have an idea that may benefit our students, please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
Seniors, start your next phase of life with a rewarding career at Avail Valley Construction. Multiple positions are now open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about starting a career with Avail Valley Construction, visit availvalley.com.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network, this is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
This is all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff, putting the wraps on it. The homecoming crowd coming alive and ready to kick this game off. I hope you are as well. Star Valley will be kicking off to open up this game. They'll be kicking to the north, and Cody will have Matt Nelson and Chase Hatch back to return. If you follow the Cody Broncs in recent years, you should know Matt Nelson. He's one of the best DBs in the state. In fact, Dal, last year in the state championship game against Jackson, he terrorized one of the best passing offenses in the state with some pick sixes in the state game. And he's hoping to do the same against a great passing team today.
And he had 3 interceptions in the game. Yeah, he basically turned that game on its ear with his defense.
The opening kickoff is on the way, and this game has begun. Nelson will fill it with a foot in the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Kickoff by Kason Hatterley to open up this ball game. So we'll get the first look at Luke Talich, the prolific Cody offense. Hope you're ready because they go fast. A no-huddle offense. Not only are they fast athletes, Dal, they don't huddle, and they go play by play by play, and it's quick with Matt McFadden calling the plays on the sideline.
And if you want to negate that return game, the Braves need more of that tonight, the touchback. We'll see the Broncs got here on offense.
Talich is going to open up in the shotgun, and to his right is going to be another one of their big weapons. That's Jackson Schroeder in the backfield. One receiver wide up top to the left. 2 wingbacks in tight. Now a man in motion is Nelson. Handoff right up the gut, and just a short gain on first down for the Jackson Broncs as they go to Schroeder on 1st and 10. Give him just a yard or 2.
Just kind of poking the underbelly, seeing how soft it is. Jackson Schroeder on the season, he's a tremendous athlete as well on both sides of the ball. Running it, he averaging 7.8 yards.
Option play, pitch to the outside, and tackled on the sideline. Another short gain on the play. Brandon Beck was there.
And Brandon's been a terrific linebacker right from the very beginning of this season.
And just like that, Star Valley has a chance to go 3 and out against this Cody offense. 3rd down and 6 to go from the Star Valley 24-yard line. Here's an option play. Looking to throw. Goes down the field. Has a man, but overthrew him. Down the field was Radakovich. He had a step on the defense, but Talich airs it out too much, and it's incomplete. And the Braves defense go 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
Tell you what, though, Radakovich, he's got a big, long stride. That one was well over his head, but he definitely had the space. If the ball would have been there, he'd have been gone Johnson.
Back to return the punt now for Star Valley is Colin Hunsaker and the speedy Wyatt Krog. Hunsaker's going to be on the left side, bottom, Krog up on top. Here's the punt from the Broncs. It's a good end-over-end kick, and filled it off the bounce, and it's a loose ball, and Cody will have it at the 49-yard line. It was a tough catch for Hunsaker, hit the turf and bounced off of his helmet as he went down to get it, ricocheted forward about 15 yards, and Cody recovers at midfield.
Dylan Brost, number 18, comes up with the loose ball as it went off the face mask of the Star Valley returner. Not exactly how you want to start things off. So the Braves force the 3-and-out on defense, but the Bronx now at midfield after the special teams miscue.
They'll have it on their own 49-yard line with the new set of downs. 1st and 10, 59 seconds into this game. 2 receivers to the left side for Talich in the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. That's Nelson. Talich to throw again. Steps up. Sideline wide open and missed again. Wide open on the sideline in a coverage breakdown. But the completion was not there. Thomason was going for it, but it was out of bounds over his head.
Again, Duke, as we mentioned, wide open, just a little too far out in front. Maybe Luke a little amped up like everybody else.
Talich pitches outside to Nelson. He tries to get the corner up the sideline, has a block, but tripped up and brought down inside Braves territory. He's going to get about 6 yards on the carry, maybe even 7. They'll spot him clear up to the 44-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Another chance for the Braves defense here.
And no time to break. You got to get up right now.
Man in motion. Talich hands off to the motion man. He slips and falls down for just a 1-yard gain. The turf monster gets the ball carrier, and Brouchard is going to make it 4th and 2. Cody quickly back to the line. They'll go for it in Braves territory. Empty backfield, hard count, and now they'll look to the sideline. Coach McFadden calls it another play. They'll reset the offense.
Still haven't seen Talich take it. This might just be a sneak.
In the backfield is Boudry. Talich steps back. Boudry's to his right. Talich in the shotgun. Talich quarterback and a flag on the play. It's a false start on the offense. And now Cody's going to have a 4th and 7. We'll see what Coach McFadden decides to do here. Now backed up 5 yards. He'll punt.
First penalty of the game was an inopportune time for the Bronx. And as you mentioned, the punt team will come out unable to capitalize on that great field position.
What an opening start for the Braves defense. Back-to-back 3-and-outs against a prolific Cody offense. Here's the snap. It's a clean punt away. It's going to go back towards Hunsaker again. He'll field it off, bounce at the 10. Stutter step to the 15 and a short return for Hunsaker, but he does get a clean catch this time. And we'll see the first time of the game, Luke Talich in the Braves offense. 9:44 to go in the first.
Pretty good kick there, kind of a rugby style, but man, he hits it tough and pins it over on the sideline, uses the sideline as an extra defender. It's an excellent kick.
Taft McClure quarterbacking for the Braves, coming off a passing game where he had 480 yards.
It's ridiculous.
In the backfield is Caleb Spaulding, and the Braves will come out with trips to the right side on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. 9:44 to go in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle. Going to go to Spaulding. Spaulding makes a couple men miss, and he gets a pretty good push off first down across to the 20, up to about the 21-yard line for 3-4 yards.
We'll call it 3. Caleb is the Braves' leading rusher, although Star Valley has not done much rushing this year. Caleb is barely over 200 yards.
2nd down and 6 to go, up to the Star Valley 21-yard line. Spaulding again in the backfield to the left side of McClure. Man in motion is Krog. Handoff and Eaton in the backfield. Caleb Spaulding couldn't get across the line of scrimmage, and it's a 2-yard loss on the play. 3rd down and 8 to go for the Braves.
Both teams kind of being fairly conservative with their first play calls. As I said, just kind of throwing the jabs, seeing where teams are.
Luke Linford on 3rd and 8 is lined wide to the left. You'll have Krog wide to the right. Tight end left side is Chase Stewart. Here's the 3rd and 8 for the Braves. Snap to McClure. He'll throw, has the screen, caught by Hodges with room, has the first down. Big tackle, but enough for the first down. That was Luke Talich. The safety came up and just upended, but it's a first down for the Braves.
Somewhere the Cody wrestling coach is crying his eyes out. That was a two-leg return to the mat. It was a good tackle. Jacob, though, getting the first down. Nice tackle there from Luke Talich. The Braves do move it just enough for the sticks, though.
From their own 34-yard line after the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. 8:14 to go in the first quarter of play. Still tied at 0 early on in the game. Here's another handoff to Spaulding. Patient, finds a seam across the 30. And another 2-yard gain for Caleb Spaulding as Coach Young has gone 3 runs to just 1 pass early on.
You know, all I know is that whenever you think you know what teams are going to do in these matchups, Duke, you're wrong. At least I am.
32-yard line.
Call comes in from the side. You're going to have Jacob Hodges flanked out wide right. Wyatt Krog in the slot to the right. 2 receivers on the left side as well. Chase Stewart and Luke Linford. Spalding remains in the backfield with Talich in the shotgun. Luke to throw, or Taft to throw, rolls to his right, pumps, now has a man, caught for the first down at the 40 and up to the 46-yard line. Another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. Wide open on the right side was Wyatt Krog.
Braves moving the ball a bit here.
Ball up to the 46-yard line. Another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down as we tick down to 7:15 to go in the first quarter of play between the Braves and the Broncs. Star Valley's defense has already pitched 2 3-and-outs against the Bronc offense. First time in the game for the Braves offense on the field. They're moving the ball. Handoff to Spalding, right up the gut again for a 2-yard gain up to the 49-yard line of Star Valley. Clock continues to roll down to 6:54 to go in the game, in first quarter.
On the 48-yard line of Star Valley.
And it's going to be second down and 8 for Star Valley. Trips to the left side. Taft McClure in the shotgun. He'll hand off, no play action. Hit Krog on the screen, breaks a tackle. Oh, he gets tripped up, almost broke the tackle, but tripping him up was Thomason. And it will be enough, though, for another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down for the Braves. They're inside Bronc territory to the Cody 42.
Passing game paying dividends thus far.
Clock down to 6:17 now to go in our first quarter. Taft McClure again in the shotgun. This time in the backfield with him is Wiley Wilkes. Taft takes the snap, play action again. Krog on the out route, through his hand, just a little behind him, and Wyatt can't pull that one in. Drops it on first down. That brings up second and 10 with 6:02 to play in the scoreless first quarter.
Ball on the 42-yard line in Bronc territory.
Call comes in from the side. And remaining in the backfield is Wiley Wilkes. Via pistol set. Right side is Hodges, left side is Krog. From the Cody 42-yard line. Second and 10, handoff to Wilkes, breaks a tackle across the 40, and then double team and pushed back, but he is able to get up to the 37-yard line. Good pickup by Wilkes on second and 10 to make it third and about 5 for the Braves.
Nice job by Wiley Wilkes here, using his physicality, hitting this hole hard. You don't see the fullback carry too much, runs through an arm tackle, then finishes strong. Nelson is there along with number 47 for the Broncs. That is Logan Class.
Going to give him 6 yards to make it third and 4 up to the Cody 36-yard line. Big play in 4-down territory. Taft McClure going to be the shotgun. Wilkes remains in the backfield. McClure looks to throw. Fires to the outside. Caught. Oh, dropped. He had his man open. It was Luke Linford out on the flat. Had a little running room, but he tried to run before he caught the ball, and it's fourth down. Braves will go for it. Chance now for the Cody defense to get Star Valley off the field if they've been marching down 4th and 4 from the Cody 36. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Still scoreless, but Star Valley's opening possession, putting a drive together. Chase Stewart will be slot right. Krog and Hodges also to the right side. 2 receivers left. A 5-receiver set on 4th and 4 for Taft McClure. Of course, empty backfield and no tight ends as Coach Young will call on a separate play now. And the offense checks the wristbands before the snap. Now they'll set. Cody with 3 down linemen. They'll rush 3, drop into coverage. Taft rolls to his right. Everybody covered downfield. Throws it and caught for the first down. Patiently rolling to his right and able to find the senior Jacob Hodges down the field. Now, we talked about this. If you give Taft time, he'll pick you apart. And that's exactly what happened. Waited to find a hole in the coverage. First down, Braves.
And he had to go down to the ground. Pretty good coverage, but yeah, Taft able to put that where his receiver could get it.
Converting on 4th and 4, the Braves offense stays on the field, 6 yards away from the Riverside Dental red zone. 4:55 to play in our opening quarter. Trips to the right side for Star Valley. Still the opening possession of the game. Handoff to Spalding, has some room on the edge, has to break a tackle, stiff arms his way down inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line. Tough running for Spalding on the edge, picks up about 4.
That's a nice gain for Caleb. That the Broncs stretched him out, but he was able to kind of cut his way in and get what he could. Ends up being 4 yards.
Braves quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Spalding remains in the backfield. Shotgun once again. Second down and 6 to go for the Braves. Down to 4:21 to go in our opening quarter in this big game today. Homecoming for the Braves. Man in motion is Krog. Turn, pitch ahead, but a flag on the play. They tried the pass forward to Stewart, but a false start on Star Valley will wipe off the first down run and make it second down and 11.
You and I have talked about this a little bit, Duke. Coach Young, he'll kind of establish some base plays, that little pitch forward, which we see all season long, but that one was a fake to Krog, and then Stewart comes off from somewhere else. Unfortunately for the Braves fans, they get caught for moving a little too early, but that's a little wrinkle on that play.
5-yard loss with the false start, makes second down and 7. Now back to the 27-yard line. McClure again in the shotgun. This time Hodges is going to be in close on the right side. Spalding in the backfield. Krog in motion. Pitch to Krog, no fake it. Now McClure fires down the field into coverage, tipped and almost intercepted. The tip drill is Thomason able to get his hand on the ball, but it falls to the turf, and it's third and long.
And honestly, that's what you're going to have to do in those situations. You're going to, maybe you'll get it, maybe you don't, but you can't allow the defense to get it. You can see the pressure here from the Cody defense. Taft lets that one loose, and it's basically a jump ball. And the Braves fortunate that fall ends up hitting the turf.
Pressure on the quarterback there, and it's third down and 11 to go for Star Valley. Krog again in motion. And they go to Stewart. They catch the Braves off guard. Stewart up the sideline of the 10. Down inside the 10 and out of bounds. That was the play they tried to run that got the penalty on the false start, and it worked like a charm that time. A Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down, and the Braves inside the Riverside Dental red zone.
It's a gain of 17 yards for Stewart, and that is a pass, technically a pass, pushed out of bounds, and that is number 3, Chase Hatch, pushing him out of bounds.
First and 10 now from the 12-yard line. Clock rolls down to 3:30. Long sustained drive for the Braves. Their opening drive of the game, and Coach McFadden wants a timeout. We'll take it 0-0. The Braves threatening on the SBI Sports Network.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit sbfunzone.com for reservations.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SBI Sports Network.
First and 10 for Star Valley inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Braves defense has already had 3 and outs against the Cody offense. And on this opening drive of the game for Taft McClure and Star Valley's offense, they're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 12-yard line. Empty backfield with 5 receivers for Taft McClure. Wide left is Luke Linford. In the slot left side is Krog. Quarterback keeper off the draw inside the 10, and he slides down. Crowd wants a late hit on the slide. They're probably not going to get it. It's a good pickup on the quarterback draw right up the middle for Taft McClure.
I think that's a good no call. They weren't trying to hurt him there, but that's one of those things. You go back to 2015, Duke, Reese Heibel. Reese hardly ever carried the ball the first 5 or 6 weeks, and then in a big matchup when they needed him to, boom, he was picking up some yardage.
Here's a turn, handoff out of the backfield, and tripped up in the backfield. That almost was broken up. Now that was Jesse Levitt, who hasn't carried the ball in a while due to an injury, but he's just got his first carry in a number of weeks, but he's tripped up in the backfield for a loss.
And if Dominic Phillips doesn't get that shoestring, I don't know how many yards he gets, but that's a terrific job of Phillips, the senior, getting into the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of short yardage.
Levitt will step out of the game. In for him is Wiley Wilkes. And it's third down from the 9-yard line. 3rd and 7 to go. McClure in the shotgun, Wilkes to his left side. Taft will throw, looks in the end zone, fades it to the corner and out of bounds. He was trying to hit Linford in the corner. He's knocked down, but they'll say ball was way out and incomplete. So 4th down, Dal, and Coach Young is going to attempt a field goal. Mikel Merritt trots into the game. He had a 33-yarder a few weeks ago in Evanston.
Pretty nice drive, though, Duke, but if you're the Braves, you got to feel a little disappointed because you didn't get in the end zone. And if you're the Bronx, you bend a little bit, but you kept him out of the end zone.
It's going to be a 27-yarder from the left side hash mark for Mikel Merritt. Hold, kick, good, and the Braves take a 3-0 lead off the foot of Mikel Merritt. 2:11 to go in the first on the SBI Sports Network.
The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center, The Right Company, HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Mikel Merritt hits a 27-yard field goal, and the Braves take an early 3-0 lead with 2:11 to go in the game. Ensuing kickoff from Kason Hatterley is going to be fielded at the 4-yard line by Matt Nelson. He'll do the fake reverse, find a seam quickly up to the 25 and all the way down. It's actually Chase Hatch rather on the return. They flip sides, and Hatch brings it all the way up to the 36-yard line. Great return, and 1st and 10 for the Bronx.
Well, Wiley Wilkes got a piece of him, and then Prescott Beagle there to help finish him off. But, yeah, you don't want to give that kind of room to Matt Nelson. He knows how to put that thing in the end zone on a special teams. Yeah, I think he scored at least twice on special teams this year.
And you can see from that return by Chase just how fast these players are for the Cody Bronx. 1st and 10, Star Valley has had 2 3-and-outs on the defensive side already against this prolific Cody offense. See if the Bronx get in a rhythm here on a 1st and 10 from their own 30. Here's an option pitch out to the outside to Matt Nelson. Looks for the corner, has it up the sideline to the 50. Here goes Nelson, breaks the tackle, and he's gone.
Wow.
Just like that, you go 3 and out, and then Matt Nelson takes it 65 yards up the sideline, and the Bronx jump up on top now 6-3.
Well, we talked about the speed, and we talked about keep them in front of you. There was the speed, and the Braves unable to keep Matt Nelson in front. Picked up a great block there from Jackson Schroeder, and then he was gone. Derek Assel had a chance there to push him out of bounds, but Nelson's momentum and speed keeping him on a straight line to the end zone. And just like that, Cody up with the lead.
Nelson is the PAT kicker as well for the Bronx. He's 17 of 23 so far on the season. High snap, but pulled down. The kick is up, and it's good. Bronx 7, Braves 3 on the SBI Sports Network.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're to the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dal got nothing on us!
Yeah!
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs, such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
Time to go back to the field with more live coverage of Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Trey Thomason will kick this off after Matt Nelson goes up the sideline for 75 yards and a touchdown. And then look at the leg of Thomason. He boots that way to the back of the end zone. Touchback, 1st and 10 for the Braves from their own 20.
Yeah, look at the he almost knocked the hot dog out of the bun down there at the tailgate park.
1 minute, 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Braves have now Braves trailing 7-3.
Well, and you still got to feel pretty good if you're the Braves. I mean, you've done some good things. Obviously, you don't want to give up the big touchdown, but last time the offense was on the field, they moved the ball. They got 79 yards of offense, so it's got to dig in now.
Shotgun for McClure. Taft will throw, looks to his left, hits the out route again, caught by Stewart. He's eaten up at the line of scrimmage on the out. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 after the completion.
Terrific tackle there from the Bronx. That's Remy Broussard, another All-Stater. We talked about it this morning. Our friend Patrick Schmidt from Wyoming Football. The Bronx had 6 returning All-Staters. The rest of 3A had 4.
Wiley Wilkes in the backfield on this 2nd and 10 play from their own 20-yard line. Krog flanked wide right. Linford on the left. You'll have Chase Stewart tight end. 2 tight ends actually going to the left side. Here's a handoff to Wilkes. He goes to the left, short end of the field, but he's hit in the backfield and tackled for a 5-yard loss. Grayson Boudry deep in the backfield to make the tackle.
He's one of those kids. We talked about some of these guys have been starting since they were sophomores. One of them's Grayson Boudry. He's fast and he's bigger now than he was 2 years ago, and he blows this one up. Just nowhere to go.
3rd and long now for Star Valley as they're pushed back inside their own 20 down to the 18-yard line.
Braves 1 of 2 on 3rd down so far today.
40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Braves trailing 7-3 and facing a 3rd and long deep in their own territory. Man in motion across the field. And a flag on the play and a false start on the Braves will blow this one dead. And a 3rd and 13 just turned into a 3rd and 18 now.
Second penalty of the quarter against the Braves. They now have 2 penalties for 10 yards. And they certainly don't want to do it on 3rd down. As you mentioned, Duke, that'll make things significantly harder. You got to look for, I would think, Jacob Hodges a little bit here, or maybe you got a screen pass to Chase Stewart. We'll see what Coach Young and the offense draws up.
28.5 seconds to go. They spot the ball at the 12-yard line of Star Valley. They've got to get up to the 30 to convert. So a 3rd and 18 with 25 seconds and counting to go in the first quarter of play. Taft McClure directing his offense. He's going to send Hodges to the right side slot. Left side is Wyatt Krog on the line. McClure will throw inside his own 5. Goes to the far sideline and caught by Linford. I didn't know if the defense was going to get there or not, but Linford was able to haul it in. It's going to be short of the 1st down, but does give the Star Valley offense a little breathing room to probably pump this one away. 4th and 4 as we hit the end of the first quarter. Second quarter next. Braves trail 7-3 on Homecoming with the SVI Sports Network.
Therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Wyatt Krog on being this week's Man of the Week.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB. Racine, Wisconsin. Braves Nation, let's ride.
Comes back to Krog down the sideline and caught by Wyatt on the run to the 30. He's down to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wyatt Krog into the end zone on a 3rd and 5, 60 yards out.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley football.
Start of the second quarter, Braves trailing the Cody Bronx 7-3. Star Valley looking at a 4th down and 4. Coach Young will punt this away with the ball on his own 25-yard line. And Nelson and Hatch back to return, and flags fly before the snap. And another false start on the Braves.
Credit to the Cody defense for making a couple stops on the first 2 plays. But this possession has just been marred by these procedural penalties. You cannot do that against such a good defense. You just need to be stealing those yards, not giving them away.
Mikkel Merritt will take the punt. Clean snap. Kick is away. It's going to be a spiral to the right side. It'll be fielded. No, Nelson will not field it.
Wow,
great roll off the bounce all the way inside the 20-yard line. Beautiful punt for Mikkel Merritt.
Yeah, he couldn't have asked for much better. Came off his foot as a spiral, as you mentioned, and then was able to turn over and make a Star Valley bounce. And they needed all of it because the Broncs were setting up, somewhere in the 40 to 45 range, and instead this is going to be on the 18. So terrific job of flipping the field there for Mikkel Merritt.
Comes with 11:51 to go in the second quarter of play. Cody went 3 and out, and then touchdown on their first 3 possessions. That touchdown, a one-play drive on the handoff outside to Matt Nelson.
And he was gone. So fast.
They talk about the speed, but until you see it, it's something else. Here's a pitch-out play, able to find Broussard. He looks for the edge, breaks 2 tackles, still running up the sideline. Broussard breaks through, and shoestring tackled, but not until he's able to get near the 40-yard line. A big gain on first down.
Boy, if Derek Gastel does not make that last-second stop, Broussard might go. Let's take a look at it again here on the Fall River Propane replay.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, in fact, as Cody will now throw. Luke Talich airs it down the sideline, looking downfield, and no good, incomplete. Good coverage by Jaden Crook, who's had a great season in the backfield, defensive secondary, and it's 2nd and 10.
Jaden's had a terrific season both ways. He's leading the team in interceptions with 3. He's also scored a handful of touchdowns on offense, so he kind of understands both sides of the ball. And as you mentioned, nicely played there by the Star Valley defense.
Cody, play action, goes out to the right side, caught on the flat on the wide receiver screen, and a rumble ahead for 10 yards. Matt Nelson again will move the chains, get the ball inside Star Valley territory.
That was a nice job set up by the blocking receiver. The Braves had a guy over there, but he was blocked over to the sideline, and that set up Nelson being able to get that first down.
Was there a flag down? There is a flag. They marched the ball back. And
it's sitting about 8 yards into the play. So Nelson should get credit for about 8 yards there.
Going to have a holding penalty. Move the ball back, though, inside the 40 down to the 38. So instead of a first down, it will be 2nd down and 12 to go. And Talich will be in the pistol set. He'll turn and hand off to his tailback, and he will get a yard or so, but not much more than that. Braves front 7 did a great job that time. Coming up, pumped up at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, Jackson Schroeder. It's been tough sledding for him. Brandon Cook there on the stop.
3rd down and 11. Play action pass. Throw to the outside. Almost caught on a high pass, but incomplete.
Luke Linford over there. Great defense. I don't know if you can say enough about Luke, considering he missed all of last year with that knee injury. He comes in and plays quarterback at Boise, and then he comes in and he's making plays like this against some pretty dang good athletes here from Cody.
Now the Broncs will punt. And Star Valley may have gone early. That's going to give Cody 5 yards. As the Braves jump offside, still will not be enough for the first down. We'll see if Matt McFadden keeps the offense out there if they punt still on 4th and 5.
Still, that's what good teams do, and then quickly up to the ball again.
Hunsaker and Krog back to return the punt. Snap, no penalty. Punt is away. Going to wobble end over end and go towards the sideline. Take a bounce out of bounds. Inside the 30, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Braves. 10:52 to go in the second quarter. Cody still leads 7-3 in this 1 versus 2 matchup on a homecoming day in Star Valley.
It's been a good one, Duke. Hey, they just stole what we said.
1st and 10 for the Star Valley offense. They marched down the field and were able to get a 27-yard field goal from Mikkel Merritt on their opening possession. Last possession, a few turnovers. They had to punt without a first down.
And penalties. Penalties a big factor so far here in the second quarter.
From their own 25-yard line. McClure throws ahead. Finds Krog, tries to get the edge. Can't really get upfield, and just a 1-yard gain on the throw ahead to Wyatt.
And the Bronc defense was actually able to push the Star Valley blockers into the running lane there. I think Wyatt had a little room, but they end up pushing the blocker right in there, and that's who Wyatt ends up tripping over for a gain of 1.
Wyatt now flanks out wide left. Spalding in the backfield with the shotgun set for McClure. He'll have Luke Linford to the right side. Chase Stewart, the tight end right, he'll come in motion. Pitch out to Stewart. He tries to get upfield, and he cannot. He's bottled up for a 2-yard loss on the pitch.
Boudry was in there, and not only was he in there, he jumped up and He was the first guy there, so you can't call it really piling on, but man, he was aggressive, pulling Chase down to the ground for that loss.
They'll say forward progress keeps him up to the 26-yard line, but now 3rd and long for Star Valley's offense. 9:53 to play in the second quarter. Braves trailing 7-3 and facing a 3rd and 9 from their own 26.
Star Valley 1 of 3 on 3rd down so far today.
Hodges is going to be flanked wide right. Slot is Stewart. Krog also on that right side. Trips to the right. Empty backfield and a 5-receiver set. McClure will throw. Steps up in the pocket, has time, and through the hands of Krog, and then through the hands of Linford. Wyatt had a shot, couldn't haul it in, then Linford has the ball zipped by him. Incomplete, and the Braves punt again on 4th and 9.
We've had several drops today, Duke. The Braves receivers, which are typically very sure-handed. That one right through the hands of Wyatt. And what's bad about those, you don't get the yardage, but that's how the defense gets turnovers. The Braves have to be very careful on those crossing routes. You either got to catch it or make sure the other team doesn't. Grant Thompson, a quick sub here, going to come in and help on the line.
We've got Nelson and Hatch back to return the punt from Mikkel Merritt. Had a great punt on the last one. 9:27 to go. Clean snap. Second quarter punt is away. This time it will be fielded by Hatch. He's going to have a couple broken tackles and across the 50 on the return. Cuts back against the grain and finally brought down at the 47-yard line. Another nice return for Matt Nelson.
And it is
Chase Hatch.
Lane Wiebelhaus who ends up getting the tackle. And a nice job by Lane. We've called his name several times on special teams this season. That gain would have been even bigger. And I actually see Lane now back in the defensive secondary. And he's a big kid, is Lane. He's listed at 6'4", so they're putting him back here, kind of playing center field.
1st and 10, great field position for the Bronx. They're starting at the Star Valley 47-yard line. Turn, handoff, and hit in the backfield by Brandon Beck. Big play for Brandon, and it's no gain, 2nd and 10.
Brandon Beck, number 52. I think he's had as good a year at linebacker as anybody in Class 3A. And he's hit there and then get some help from Brandon Cook.
They'll say forward progress, a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 to go. In motion is Broussard, a handoff up the middle. Couple yards on the play, but not much. It's actually a quarterback keeper from Talich, and it's going to be 3rd down for the Cody Bronx, probably in 4-down territory here. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, no huddle from the Star Valley 43. 3rd down and 6 yards to go, 8:35 on the second quarter. Nelson in motion, handoff into the backfield to Broussard. He's bottled up again, just a few yards, and it's a big 4th down and 4 yards to go. Cody will go for it from the Star Valley 41-yard line. 4th and 4, the crowd comes alive. Luke Talich looks to the sideline. He has Schroeder in the backfield.
They've already got the Braves to jump once.
They snap it. Talich throws, missed and incomplete. Tried to go outside to Radakovich. On the coverage was Star Valley, and it drops incomplete. Linford on the coverage, and the Cody Bronx turn it over on downs.
Another nice defensive stop there. Luke Linford, number 3. Let's look at it again. You can see our camera shaking. The ball zipped out there, intended for Radakovich, as you mentioned.
Defense standing strong.
And a turnover on downs. This is as good a field position as the Braves have had in quite some time. They've kind of been fighting inside their own 30 for the last several possessions.
After the turnover on downs, they'll start here on their own 41-yard line. 7:59 to go in the second quarter of play. Star Valley trailing 7-3 against the top-ranked Cody Bronx. Shotgun again for Taft McClure. Spalding in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to his right. McClure wants to throw, zips it out to the right to Linford, through his hands again, and incomplete. Another drop pass, and it's 2nd and 10.
I've got the Braves off with 4 drops now, Duke. McClure has 5 incompletions, and 4 of them are drops. So Taft's doing his job, offensive line doing his job. No offense to the receivers, you got to do your job. You cannot keep putting your offense in 2nd and long like this when the play is there to get the yardage.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10. The incompletion stops the clock on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard at 7:55 to go in the second quarter. Braves have punted on back-to-back possessions heading into this one. They'll hand off to up the middle. Nice hole for Spalding, and he's able to pick up a nice chunk on 2nd down. Get all the way across the 45 to about the 47-yard line to make it 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4.
That was a nice seam to work with there for Caleb. Third down now. The Braves 1 of 4 on third down. And I don't know if this would be 4-down territory or not, Duke, especially if they have a chance to pin them if they... We'll see what happens here, though.
Wyatt Krog to the left side. McClure will send Stewart in motion behind him, and he will fake the pitch and hand off. Up to the top to the right is Spalding. He has some room and across midfield and into the 40-yard line. He's fired up with the first down signal from Rocky Mountain Yeti after the Braves inside Cody Bronk territory. What a play. Fake the pitch to Chase Stewart, and then you hand off to Spalding with green grass in front of him.
Well, you had a Cody player on the ground, had a chance to get the shoestring. Caleb was able to step out of that post hole and get 15 yards.
He'll sub out as Wiley Wilkes subs in the new set of life for the Braves offense. They're looking at the Cody 37-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wiley Wilkes in the backfield, low snap. McClure picks it up, has a chance to work it. Under pressure now, rolls to his right, throws downfield and throws it out of bounds. Almost intercepted, and no. Great try, though, from Trey Thomason. He tried to get those toes down, but they say incomplete.
This shows you, don't be afraid to throw it out of bounds a little more. More out of bounds, because, yeah, Thomason, this is a smart play by Taft to throw it out of bounds, but Thomason,
wow,
that is closer than you want. I'll bet Taft thought that was going to be an easy incompletion.
Second down and 10. 6:47 now to go in the second quarter. Star Valley inside Cody territory, inside the 40. Here's a pitch ahead, and Stewart loses the ball. It's an incomplete pass, though. Cody jumped on it thinking they had a fumble recovery, but that's or is it? Do they say it's a...
It should be. Okay.
That's what Coach Young is saying. It is incomplete.
That's the beauty of this little pitch forward. If it does fall and that happens, tell you what though, the Braves receivers they got to settle their nerves a little bit. They have dropped several here in this first half, and that time thankful for the play itself, it turns out to be incomplete.
Third down and 10 from the Cody 37-yard line. 6 minutes, 42 seconds to go in this second quarter. And the defenses have really showed up so far in this one with two great offenses on the field.
And I think you're now looking at 2-down territory here inside the 40.
Absolutely. Spalding back into the game for the Braves in the backfield. Taft McClure is going to be in the shotgun set. Two receivers and a tight end to his right side. McClure will throw. 3-step drop, steps up, hit as he throws, rifles downfield, caught at the 25, and fighting his way down inside the 25. Luke Linford didn't let that one drop, and a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down for the senior, and the Braves stay on the field.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Duke. Luke Linford's had a nice game on defense. This time he reels in a much-needed pass on offense. And that ball spotted up at the 23 for a gain of 14.
For the Braves, deep in Bronx territory.
23-yard line. 6 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the second quarter. Star Valley threatening to go inside the red zone, trailing by 4 points, 7-3 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Trips to the left side. McClure in the shotgun. Spalding to his left. High snap, pulls it down, ball's loose. McClure has to fall on it. Star Valley keeps possession, but tried to hand off to Spalding, but it was a high snap, and it will be second and long.
I don't know if people are a little jittery out there or what, Duke, but we haven't seen much of this as far as high snaps, low snaps. We're seeing it right now. Everybody needs to calm down a little bit. That one ends up costing the Braves about 5 yards.
Clock continues to tick down here midway second quarter. 5 minutes, 42 seconds. Trips to the left side for Taft McClure.
And again, smart move by Taft. You hear the old adage, you don't want to make a bad play worse, so just fall on it, which is what he did.
Second down and 14 to go. McClure looks to his left to the trip side. Nobody there. Has to throw it down to his check down. And a nice catch in the flat just for a gain of a yard. Wyatt Krog was the check down, and it's going to be third and about 13.
Boudry there for the stop.
Boudry with the tackle for the Bronx.
5 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. And is there a flag on the play?
Oh, I guess I missed it.
There is a flag that's going to push Star Valley back. I missed the call. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's going to push the ball. A couple times I missed the signal from the official, but it's going to push the ball all the way back to the 42-yard line.
It's got to be a hold, especially where that's almost worked like a screen, and I wonder if somebody just ended up grabbing a jersey or something like that.
It's going to be second and about 30, Dow. Star Valley to the Cody 42-yard line.
Well, you're probably not going to get all of it back at once, so try and get what you can.
5 receiver set on second and forever. 3 to the right for Taft McClure. Man in motion. Sets up 4 receivers to the right. McClure looks that direction, comes back left, goes to Linford, and goes up and makes the catch. Man-to-man coverage. Feed him after a couple of drops. Big back-to-back catches for Luke Linford down to the 21-yard line.
Tell you what, Luke is having himself a game. He's got 3 catches now for 49 yards, and you go from second and 22 to third and 9.
And depending on how this third down goes, you're probably looking at 4-down territory for the Braves.
I would think so, with 4:22 to go in the half. But he's had a couple of nice defensive batted balls on defense, and then now on offense, he's made some key plays.
And a timeout taken on the field by Coach Young. 4 minutes to go in the half on the SVI Sports Network.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Coming out of this Star Valley timeout, Braves looking at a 3rd down and 9 to go from the Cody 22-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 on either side for Taft McClure. You've got Spalding in the backfield. McClure takes the snap from the shotgun, looks to his right, in trouble, has to step up and eludes the sack up inside the 20 and makes a nice run on 3rd down inside the 15-yard line. Taft McClure doing it with his legs to make it 4th down and 1.
Terrific effort there from Taft. And I'll tell you what, he's not the shiftiest, he's not the fastest guy, but showing some shiftiness there in the pocket as he gets away from the pass rush.
It's going to be 4th and almost 2 yards after that carry. 3:34 and counting, and a huge play inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Braves will go for it. Last time they were in the red zone, they had to kick a field goal. This time, Coach Young will keep the offense out there on 4th and 2.
And it's gonna happen quick because Cunningham's already on the ball.
And they'll go with the big jumbo set. Tristan Hilton comes in to play quarterback. Turn, hand off to Spalding, hit it, he won't get it. He won't get it, not even close. And the Braves will turn it over on downs inside the red zone. And the Cody defense steps up and denies Star Valley with 3:09 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Looked like Jackson Schroeder right there, 26. We'll see if we can get a better look here as the Bronx defensive line, that little delay. You got number 4 Boudry in there as well. They played that about as well as you can play it.
Cody will now take over inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line in a low-scoring game. It's the Bronx up 7-3 against the home Braves. 3:09 to go. Cody will have an 85-yard field in front of him with 2 timeouts remaining. Pitch to the outside to Nelson. Looks for the edge and is pushed out of bounds across the 20-yard line. Pretty good pickup on 1st down. And we'll see where they spot him, about an 8-yard gain.
Bronx do such a good job of stretching that out, and then Nelson able to cut it upfield. Last time he took it to the house. This time a paltry 8 yards.
2nd and 2 now. Here's a handoff to the right side. Able to find Thomason, and he will get about 2 yards. Should be real close to the 1st down.
Derek Astle right there for the stop. Yeah, looks like he got just enough to move those chains.
Cody goes no huddle, down under 3 minutes to go. The Bronx still have 2 timeouts, and now 74 yards in front of them. Here's a quarterback keeper, Talich, breaks a few tackles, but then brought down around the ankles at roughly the 30-yard line, about 4 on the quarterback keeper.
He drugged Derek Astle for about 2 of those. Derek got a hold of his leg and his ankle, and Luke able to pull him a couple of yards.
Second down and 6 to go for the Bronx. Talich, play action, goes to the flat outside, dropped by the Bronx. Incomplete, and it's third down with the clock stopped at 2:29.
Got a player down here, Duke. That's Nelson.
He was the intended receiver, and he'll come up.
And you see that right there, Duke. I think these teams have a lot of respect for each other. You know, they're like, hey, you okay? Nobody's out here trying to hurt anybody. I think they respect what each team brings to the table.
Here's a big third down with Talich in the empty backfield shotgun. He'll do the shovel pass, and it's almost intercepted. It was tipped on the shovel pass ahead and off the hands of Chase Stewart. Fourth down.
I think the initial bat was from Grant Thompson. Let's take a look at it here on the Fall River Propane replay and see if we can tell. Well, there's Matt Nelson on the sideline. I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or if he got turned. Yeah, that might have just been off the hands of the receiver.
Cody will punt on 4th and 6 with 2:20 to go in the half. It's going to be fielded by Krog on a high kick at the 35. Krog with some room up to the 40, trying to find his blockers, puts his shoulder down to the 42-yard line. And now the Braves with a chance here. Coach Young is going to have 2 timeouts, 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go before halftime. And the ball spotted at the Star Valley 43-yard line. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what this is.
I do want to point out a great special teams effort here from Cody. Number 9, A.J. Boustert. He stretched Wyatt out and stayed home, did not allow him to cut up, and the refs are going to pick these flags up and wave them off.
So no penalty. 2 timeouts for Coach Young and the Braves offense. 2:13 to go in the first half. Star Valley's been held to a field goal, 7-3. Cody's touchdown came on a long run up the sideline. Other than that one play, Star Valley's defense has shut out the Bronx. 7-3 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
You know, another player I've seen out here, Duke, he hasn't had a touch yet, or he hasn't had a catch yet, but Hayden Viegel, he's a senior, number 8. He's missed a bunch of times since that first game, and he's had a couple of opportunities. They haven't thrown him the ball that way, but he might be one of those guys. You know, Cody doesn't have any film on him. They probably haven't seen him yet.
Spalding's going to be in the backfield with Taft McClure in the shotgun. 2 receivers and a tight end to the right side. Chase Stewart motions around behind the quarterback, fake the pitch. McClure now dumps it off to Hodges, and he's able to bring it in behind him. He does fall ahead for a couple of yards as Jacob will get 3. And 2 minutes to go and counting for the Star Valley offense, who go no huddle again.
Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7.
Spalding in the backfield with McClure in the pistol set. 2 receivers on either side. McClure takes the snap, looks to his left, comes back to the right, fires to the outside, and caught by Krog as he goes down. It will be a catch at the 50-yard line, midfield, 3rd and 3, clock down to 135.
About 4 more yards there for Wyatt.
Star Valley's going to try and convert this on 3rd and 3 before they start thinking timeouts. 1:25 to go and counting in the first half.
Braves 3 of 7.
McClure in the shotgun. Spalding rolls out. McClure wants to tuck it. Still with the ball, and he's sacked. Nowhere to go. McClure goes down, and Star Valley will have to punt with the clock ticking at 1:10. We'll see if Cody takes a timeout. They do not. And they'll let the time tick off before Star Valley punts.
Number 52, Graydon Arnold. He's a senior. Also coming in there at the end. I did not see the other 50 number.
Cody does take a timeout with 1 minute to go. We'll take a 30-second break, 4th and 11, when we come back on the SBI Sports Network.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SBI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Cody timeout, 1 minute left to go. Cody looking to get the ball back here after Star Valley will punt on 4th and 11. Bronx lead 7-3.
Some trivia for that 1982 team. The album Thriller came out in 1982, so they're playing a bit of that.
Taft McClure, that's Mikkel Merritt back to punt. Another nice end-over-end kick. Will bounce and roll around and out of bounds inside the 20. So another nice punt by Merritt with 51 seconds to go, and Cody with the lead and one timeout.
McHale's done a terrific job back there. He's had 2 or 3 opportunities where they needed him to flip the field, and he's done it. In fact, that's the second time he's put it inside the 20 on a nice punt, and we'll see if the Star Valley defense has 51.3 seconds left in them. The Braves will get the ball to start the third, so this is a crucial minute left. If Cody could get some points on the board, it would be a huge momentum swing.
Talich in the shotgun with 3 receivers to his right. Back motion's out. They'll pitch out 2 that way. Schroeder, and he'll be bottled up for a gain of just a couple on the plays all, and the clock continues to wind down with 41 seconds and ticking. Coach McFadden will not call the timeout.
I think that was Jaden Crook over there, as well as a bunch of others.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage now for Cody. 30 seconds to go. This time Talich will throw. Goes down the sideline, a little underthrown, and trying to come back to it, and incomplete, and it will be a pass interference call. Inford on the coverage, and he didn't get his head turned around, and I think that's where the flag's coming. 23 seconds on the clock.
Well, and just from my perspective over here, Luke's had a really nice game. That time I think he got kind of an arm around the midsection of the receiver a little early. And as you mentioned, didn't have his head all the way turned around. And the referee is right there to say, yes, he's didn't have his head turned, so they're going to call that. And honestly, Duke, you'd rather have the 15-yarder than the 50-yard completion.
So 23 seconds, new set it down for Cody. They had the ball at their own 31. Talich again will throw, goes sideline again, and again it's caught this time though and pushed out of bounds inside the 30. Able to find Chase Hatch on the big completion down the sideline and out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds.
Duke, that's only the second completed pass for Talich in this half, and boy, what a doozy as Hatch reels that in from the 32 down to the 23.
And now the Broncs are in business. Still 1 timeout to work with and 17 seconds to go before half. Talich again down the sideline and caught in the end zone on the fingertips for the touchdown with only 11 seconds left to go. And Cody with their second score of the game to take a 13-3 lead.
That's Remy Broussard, and I don't know what the Braves are thinking on this last one, Duke. That's basically just an out route 3 times in a row. And Talich beats him over the top 3 times. Well, 2 times, I guess, with the penalty. But my goodness, that is about a worst-case scenario for the Braves in terms of 40 seconds.
And a flag on the PAT attempt. And it's an offsides on the defense. So that will move it a yard and a half closer to the goal line. Sometimes coaches will go for 2 in this situation, but it looks like Coach McFadden will keep the PAT unit out there. Thomason again to boot this one away with a 13-3 lead. Here's the snap, hold, kick is going to be good. 11.8 to go in the half, and the Broncs lead the Braves 14-3 on the SVI Sports Network.
Changing your oil with Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
We are Western Wyoming's leader in live coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Ensuing kickoff after the Cody touchdown with just 11.8 seconds to go. Able to go down the sideline 3 plays in a row. And Talich connects in the end zone. It's 14-3. Cody on top in Star Valley. 11.8 to go. Ensuing kickoff on the way. High kick. It's going to be fielded on the left side inside the 10 by Hunsaker, and he can't get back to the 10. He tries to come to the right side, and not good field position for the Braves, so I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Young just takes a knee here with 7 seconds left and goes into the locker room trailing 14-3.
Just takes the wind out of the sails of this huge homecoming crowd right there. The defense has done so well, with the exception of Nelson beating him for that long touchdown run. And then right there, Towich was 1 of 6 coming into that drive, Duke, and then he hits back-to-back bombs for a touchdown.
Looks like McClure will just take a knee, and that's what he does. And that takes us to halftime. Your score at the half, Star Valley 3, Cody 14. Braves with some work to do in the second half on their homecoming day. It's your Star Valley Health halftime show coming up next, live on SVI Media, Swift 98, and the SVI Sports Network.
Time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
As part of the Star Valley Health halftime show, the score, Cody on top over the Braves, 14-3 on the SVI Sports Network. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you. And Dal, it's homecoming, which means we get to see all the performances. The Brave Cadets just performed. Now the Star Valley cheerleaders on the field. Marching band will be there as well. And all of these performances are being recorded so that we can upload them immediately following the broadcast, and you can see the entire homecoming halftime show. In this game right now, Dal, Star Valley had to settle for a field goal in the red zone and then turn it over on downs in the red zone. A couple big plays for the Cody Broncs, and that's the difference here in a 14-3 game.
Well, and the timing of what Cody did, they answered a Star Valley field goal with a long touchdown run. They answered a Star Valley turnover on downs with a touchdown drive through the air, and it's just the Braves staff is going to have to get the Star Valley optimism flowing again to come back out here in the third because they did so many things well, but they find themselves down 11 here at half to a really good Bronx team.
Let's take a look at this score deep in the numbers with your halftime stats presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One.
Well, first for the Bronx, 193 total yards, and they got about 80 of those on that last drive. Luke Towich, 3 of 10, 79 yards and a touchdown through the air. Matt Nelson doing most of the damage today. 2 receptions for 51 yards, 2 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown. So Matt Nelson with 123 total yards today. That is by far and away the most of anybody out here in this first. Also, only 2 penalties on the Bronx in that first half, totaling to 17 yards. For the Braves, went heavy to the air. Taft McClure, 12 of 19 for 122 yards. No touchdowns as of yet, no interceptions either. Doing most of the day. He really did spread the ball around well. Krog, 4 catches for 26. Linford, 3 for 49. Hodges, 3 for 30. Stewart, 2 for 17. Caleb Spalding leading the way, running the ball. 4 carries for 27 yards. The Braves just 27 yards on the ground total. So 122 through the air, 27 on the ground. 6 penalties, 45 yards though. That only hurt the Braves in a couple of key opportunities. Total of 149 yards, and that's a look at your halftime stats. Sponsored by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Quality, price, service. That's Battleson Brothers Flooring as the royalty are presented here on homecoming night for Star Valley High School. But the Bronx with the lead right now, 14-3. When we come back, we'll send it down to the field to Gabe Daniel, who had the chance to catch up with Coach Young heading into the locker room. That's on the way next with the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount. Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, Western shirt.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
From Star Valley High School, homecoming tonight with the Braves taking on the top-ranked Cody Bronx. And your Star Valley Health halftime score, Cody on top by a score of 14-3 here on the SVI Sports Network. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you. Gabe Daniel joining us here with the Miles CPA sideline report. Gabe had the chance to catch up with Coach McKay Young heading into the locker room to get his thoughts on that first half. Let's send it down to Gabe.
Thanks, Duke. When I talked to Coach Young, he said he thought the boys played really well during that first half. He'd like to reduce a couple of the big plays given up on defense, and he'd like to cut down on the penalties a little bit. But before heading into the locker room, he reinforced that he thought that his boys were doing great. Back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Gabe Daniel, with the Miles CPA Sideline Report. Find them in Afton and Alpine. That is Miles CPA. With it being homecoming, some performances going on here at halftime. We saw the cheerleaders, the Brave Cadets, the royalties been introduced, and now under the direction of Mr. Kurt Sand. Here is the Star Valley High School Marching Band. This entire performance is going to be going to be recorded, and so it will be uploaded immediately following the game, and you can watch all the halftime performances in their entirety here on SVI. Dow Star Valley down 14-3. How about some other games going on around the state this weekend with the Roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering?
Well, most of the 11-man games kicking off at 6, so 6 or 7. Not a lot of scores as of yet on those. We do have a couple of finals, though, in Class 2A. The Cokeville Panthers, they were down 12-0 at half in their homecoming game, and they came back and scored 26 unanswered to beat the Rich County Rebels 26-12. Another final that took place in 2A, Lyman, number 3 Lyman, in the wildpreps.com Coaches and Media poll. They dropped 58 points on Thermopolis today, 58-25, the final there. Some scores from 9-man, still looking for some of those. Farson Eden showing no mercy to Hannah Elk Mountain today, 83-6 in 6-man. Hewlett over Midwest, 62-31. Burlington over KC, 78-20. Those are some matchups there in the sub-11-man. And then here at the half, of course, the Bronx leading the Braves 14-3.
That's a look at your Roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering. The Lady Braves had a big match on the volleyball floor earlier tonight. Let's check in with that with the Crimson Corner.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Duke, they lost the first 2 sets to Kelly Walsh, and then were leading 20-12 in set 3, and then this game started. So I'll be honest, that's where we had to leave it. So I'm looking this up here at wildpreps.com. I'll find you some scores. I don't have that right at the moment.
And they play again tomorrow?
Play again tomorrow as they take on Rock Springs, Yeah, that one will serve up. The varsity serve will be scheduled at 2 o'clock.
And then a Tuesday match next week, and it's Pink Night, and they're doing that great auction that they do every single year, raising some funds for a really good cause. That's happening on Tuesday next week.
Yeah, that's a silent auction and then a fundraiser, and that is going to help Isabel Savigny. She's a 7th grader here in Star Valley. She's been battling cancer for over a year, and that's where the funds will go to help that family. And that's Pink Night on Tuesday, so please come out, and you can also just donate if you want, but there's a silent auction. More information on that can be found in this last edition of The Independent and also online at svinews.com.
It's all part of your Star Valley Health halftime show. Speaking of Pink Night, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, of course, and Star Valley Health has discounted mammograms being offered through the entire month of October, and Walk-In Mammo Day is this upcoming Wednesday the 12th. No appointment necessary. Just walk in and have that taken care of as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month this upcoming Wednesday with Star Valley Health. Our halftime coverage has the Cody Bronx ahead of the Star Valley Braves 14-3 at the half on the SVI Sports Network.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dow got nothing on us!
Yeah!
The B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley High School Marching Band on the field right now as part of Homecoming Halftime on the SVI Sports Network. Dal, next week is state for the marching band. They're going to be at the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper, and this group has done very well in recent years under the direction of Mr. Kurt Sand. They'll be competing next weekend.
Yeah, he's got a couple fistfuls of superior ratings, which is as high as you can get. And the marching band always does a tremendous job, not just for game day atmosphere, but these are incredibly complex things that they're doing out here as a group and playing the music. And so good luck to them, and we appreciate them when they're here.
Once again, it is being recorded without commercial and without Dal and I gabbing over the top of all of it. So you can watch that immediately following our broadcast. We'll upload the halftime performance, including the marching band, but also the Brave Cadets, the cheerleaders, and the homecoming royalty announcements. That will all be uploaded immediately following our broadcast as part of Homecoming for Star Valley on the SVI Sports Network. Now, what's your initial takeaway from that first half? I think Coach Young said it pretty well when he talked to Gabe on the sideline heading into the locker room. I mean, a few penalties here and there, but it's just been a couple mistakes that have really hurt the Braves and have led to a 14-3 deficit.
Well, it's kind of cliche at this point, but you can really look at most football games, good competitive ones, and they do come down to just a handful of plays. We saw that in the first half. Cody made them, and the Braves didn't. Too many penalties, drop passes, turnover on downs inside the red zone, whereas Cody, it's not like they had a stellar first half, but a good team doing what good teams do. They capitalized in the moments they needed to. They got touchdowns instead of field goals or instead of a turnover, and that really is the difference. But I'll tell you what, I think Coach Young doing a great job keeping his guys' heads up. My lips on the ground more than his is, it sounds like, so I'll try and take a page from his book and be a little more positive.
See how it all plays out, as it's a long, extended halftime today because of homecoming. Now, of course, you have another half here to go, and if you remember, Dal, in the semifinals last year, Star Valley went up to Cody, and Cody had a bigger lead than this at the half, and Star Valley almost came back and won that game, just fell one drive short with the comeback, and so certainly a lot can happen here in the next two quarters.
That game in Cody in the semis, it was 21-0. I think before some of the fans sat down with their popcorn, the popcorn was still warm, and it was 21-0. So, it's there's a lot of football yet to be played, and you just have to come out and battle and see what happens and try and make the plays you can make, correct the things you can correct. But, yeah, the Braves still have a great chance here to come out and do what they can. They come out and get a touchdown to start the third, and, you're right back in it. So, hopefully they're telling each other that's what they're going to try and do.
How about the two defenses, though, in this one? These are the two best offenses in the state. We mentioned Taft McClure throwing for 480 yards just a week ago, and he's had several games over 350, a handful of games over 350, and Cody's just been scoring at will all season long. And right now, I mean, to say that we're at 14-3, I mean, with these two offenses, that's a real hat tip to the defenses.
Well, not only that, both defenses are really stingy against the run. You had that terrific touchdown score from Matt Nelson on the outside. Other than that run, these two defenses are not giving up much of anything, and that's how they were coming into this game as well. So, yeah, this is the defenses have kind of been holding court more than maybe we gave them credit for coming into this one.
It's all part of your Star Valley Health halftime show where Star Valley trails in homecoming 14-3. Back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center, The Right Company, HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Corey and the staff at Miles CPA would like to say thank you to the community of Star Valley for the wonderful support provided over the last 16 years.
Go Braves!
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Back at Star Valley High School as the Marching Braves continue with their homecoming halftime performance, getting ready for their state competition, which is coming up in Casper next weekend, where the Star Valley Health halftime score has the Cody Bronx out in front by a score of 14-3. Dallas, take a look at your Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game and see how the Braves fared in that first half.
Well, key number one was try to keep the Bronx from galloping, and honestly, they did that a lot. But a couple horses did get out. A couple horses did get out of the pen and gallop into the end zone. We saw Matt Nelson and Remy Broussard both score on big touchdown plays. So still some work to do there. Got to tighten up those wires out there. Key number two, try and keep them in front of you again. I think really the only one that you could look at that and point out was the Matt Nelson run around the outside. The Braves caught a little bit out of position, and then Nelson just beat him with his speed. Win the turnover battle. Haven't seen any today. We've seen turnover on downs, but we haven't seen
other than the buck punt.
You're right.
Yep.
I'm sorry. So the Braves -1 right now. They could certainly use a couple of turnovers in the second half. Then finally, efficient with the passing attempts. I think Tapacor's doing pretty good right now, 12 of 19. And as you mentioned, at least 4 or 5 drops in that first half. I think Taft's doing a pretty good job, but still room to improve there in the second half as well.
That's a check of the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game, legend driven. Find them online at RockyMountainYeti.group. Just a reminder, the entire halftime performance from all of the halftime performances today have been recorded. Will be uploaded immediately following the broadcast today as the Braves come back out onto the field, trying to turn this one around, trailing 14-3. We'll give the teams 3 minutes to warm up. We'll take a final break, and we'll be back after this from the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Wyatt Krog on being this week's Man of the Week.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB. Racine, Wisconsin. Braves Nation, let's ride.
Comes back to Krog down the sideline and caught by Wyatt on the run to the 30. He's down to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wyatt Krog into the end zone on a 3rd and 5, 60 yards out.
Hey, this is Corey Frome with the LCSD2 Education Foundation. If you're a high school alumni from our district, then the students of our district need your help. There are several ways to help out. If you have an idea that may benefit our students, please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
Seniors, start your next phase of life with a rewarding career at Avail Valley Construction. Multiple positions are now open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about starting a career with Avail Valley Construction, visit availvalley.com.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Back at Braves Field, wrapping up the Star Valley Health halftime show. Advanced, local, personalized. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. Reminder that next week on Wednesday is Walk-In Mammo Day. It's all day Wednesday, no appointment necessary. Just walk in. That's going to do it for the Star Valley Health halftime show with the Braves on the field against the Cody Bronx, trailing 14-3. And it will be Star Valley who will return the opening kickoff for the second half. They'll field this kickoff from the north end zone and will drive to the south.
Got a bit of trivia here, Duke, for people to check on. We'll get to that here in just a sec. Had to wrangle these teams. They were both wanting to set up on the wrong end, so they had to flip-flop.
Trey Thomason is going to kick off for Cody. And once again, you'll have Huntsaker and Krog back to return. Thomason puts his foot into it. High kick again. Huntsaker fills at the 6, comes over to the right side, cuts up, filled against the grain, whipped around and brought down around the 15-yard line. And that was a tough tackle.
They got a player down here, Duke.
Yeah, Cody Bronx is down.
And he's not happy.
The return comes up to the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure if he's the one who made the tackle or not. Let's take a look at it. You can see a lot of speed coming in, then some spinning. You got I still can't see who it is, but looks like, okay, 58 on the ground right now, and that is Caden Condolis, a senior.
Both teams are going to take a knee. In fact, both teams are just going to go to the sidelines as they give him some attention. We'll take an injury timeout. We'll be back after this on the SBI Sports Network.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Back at Star Valley High School, and the very last thing you ever like to see in a game, especially a high school game like this is the kickoff coming out of halftime, and an injured Cody Bronx still on the field getting some attention. It's number 58, a senior, Caden Candelas. And Dal, the EMS crew is out there. They have a stretcher. Caden's still on the field getting some attention. But the very last thing you ever want to see, both teams are just on a knee, watching and hoping for the best right now.
Well, we love high school sports, and a lot of that is because it's young people and old people getting together to represent their community, and they link through tradition, and they're playing their guts out for their community and for their teammates, and injuries during that is just you'd hope they never happen, but especially anything that requires this level of attention, and I hope that this is just something out of caution but they're doing what they can, and I hope this is not as bad as what it looks like right now.
Medical staff out on the field and giving Caden some attention. We'll send it back to the studio for another break here for this injury timeout with the score still at 14-3. But more importantly, young man getting some medical help. We'll be back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. These are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter.
Here's Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Pretty exciting matchup tonight. Has just turned very, very somber on the kickoff right after halftime. We have an injured Bronc player down, getting some attention. He's been on the field for a number of minutes now. Medical staff out there with a stretcher. Attending to number 58, that's Caden Candelas of Cody. He's a senior for the Bronx. And both teams on the respective sideline and a knee and a quiet crowd. This has been a rowdy atmosphere all night up until right now. 11:52 to go. And Caden still getting his medical attention. And just hope for the best, Al. I mean, you look forward to this game all season long, and this is the absolute worst when something like this happens.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you can tell he's in pain, and obviously you're out here doing your thing, and you can just hope that I will say, in Wyoming we have got some of the most amazing first responders across the board. They're the ones going up in the hills and responding to different things. These ladies and gentlemen are very. They're very good at what they do, and he's in good hands. It's just you hate to see it.
Again, it happened on the kickoff right after halftime, and injury took place right around where the tackle occurred. and hasn't left that spot yet. Still getting attention. The stretcher's out there, and just getting the work that he needs. So as it stands now, it's going to be Star Valley football when play resumes, but more importantly, still with Caden right now for the Cody Bronx, the injured player. And so Dal will continue to let the medical staff do what they do, and we will take another injury timeout. We'll return to Braves Field live on the SVI Sports Network.
And Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great.
At Star Valley High School, Caden is on the stretcher. He just got high fives from his teammate as he is wheeled off. Crowds from both sides, home and away, standing and applauding as they wish that young man the best after the injury on the kickoff. So they will make sure that he gets the attention that he needs. And the hard part about this, if you're now a teammate, is now you've got to come out and play. Like you've got to find a way to come out and play the next snap now.
Well, there was already, you're kind of wrapping your head around what had happened at halftime and some things like that, and then that happens literally on the kickoff. So it's almost like you're starting over. In fact, I wonder if the officials will literally put 3 minutes on and let them warm back up, and then the Braves would start. I don't even know where the ball is. I think it's supposed to be on the 17 or the 20 or somewhere in that range. But both of these teams are going to have to try and, especially when you're used to kind of letting it fly out there, it's like, wow, now one of our friends, one of our our rivals gets hurt, and he gets another hand as he goes off the field. That's just to show us support. He gives us a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Perfect. Makes my heart sink for him, but that helps us getting a little bit of a thumbs up.
Well, it gets a standing ovation is what it does from both sides, Star Valley and Cody. So officials will let play resume, and Caden will be taken care of. He's in good hands.
He is. There's excellent people going to take care of him.
And now you're looking for Star Valley to start off the second half, trailing 14-3 as play resumes just like that. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. McClure is going to hand off to Spalding, who's hit and spins out of the tackle and dives ahead for a couple of yards. He was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but kept his feet turning and picks up 2 or 3.
Yeah, Jackson Schroeder had him dead to rights, and I think a blocker might have been able to kind of peel him off of Caleb, and Caleb's going to wind up getting 3 yards.
2nd down and 7 with the football pushed up to the 17-yard line as we are 30 seconds into this half. McClure is going to be in the shotgun set. One receiver wide left. That's Krog. He comes in motion, and McClure will pitch ahead to Stewart, and Chase can't get away from the tacklers. They've tried that play a few times. Couple times it's worked. That time did not, and he'll stopped for no gain on the play.
It's Grayson Boudry again, number 4. He's so fast. I've been saying that for 3 years now. That Boudry family is fast. They're athletic. And anytime you can get them on the field, it's going to help you out. The Braves not getting anything on that one.
They're going to push him, say he got a yard. So 3rd and 6. Football up to the 19-yard line. Star Valley in their own territory with trips to the right for Taft McClure. The Braves trailing 14-3.
The Braves went 3 of 8 on 3rd down in that first half.
Empty backfield and a 5-receiver set for Taft McClure. Taft calls for the snap. He'll have it. Steps up in the pocket. Flushed out. Throws. Has Krog on the out route and complete for a first down. Checked it down to Wyatt Krog coming across the field and moves the chains up to the 35-yard line.
You know, we know Taft can throw it down the field. We know he can zip it to the hash marks. Sometimes that best play is just to get it to your guys in space and let them do what they can do. And that's an example of it there. Wyatt going from the 19 to the 35. For a gain of 16 yards.
Ball on the left side hash mark, 10:57 to go in the third quarter of play with Star Valley trailing 14-3 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Trips to the left side, tight end to the right for McClure in the shotgun. Taft takes the snap. He'll hand off to his tailback. Spalding tries to get the edge, cuts up Phil, but he's met by a handful of white jerseys and will lose a yard or two on the play.
Just a lot of speed, a lot of experience out there. Matt Nelson was there first, and then Jace Grant, a 6'2", 215-pound senior. You're not going to run through much of that. Loss of one there for Caleb.
Sets up second down and 11, now inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. 3 receivers left. Jacob Hodges flanked wide left, and then just to his right is Stewart and Krog. McClure in the shotgun. Play action. He'll go to Krog. Looks to the sideline. Breaks the tackles and up the sideline to the 50. And he is pushed out of bounds for a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. Luke Talich saved it from a touchdown, but a big play.
Luke is back there playing center field, and why not? You're the fastest kid in the state. So you're the last line of defense, and he was on that one.
Pushes Star Valley into Cody territory. Stopped at the 45-yard line. First and 10 with 10:04 to play in the third quarter.
21-yard gain.
Trips to the right side. Same formation, but just flip it. Once again in the backfield is Caleb Spalding. McClure in the shotgun. He'll call for the ball. Throws it to the out again, and this time too high and over the head of Wyatt Krog. And that one's incomplete.
That's probably the first one I've seen from Taft today where it was just, you weren't putting your guy in a good position. Even if he'd have caught it, he'd have probably got taken down at the goal, at the line, or even a loss. You got to put that ball in a situation where they can do something with it, says the guy who's never completed a pass in high school football.
Jesse Levitt in the backfield now for Star Valley. Again, he has missed most of the season due to an injury, but getting some reps here. This is the second drive we've seen him in the game today.
Yeah, he hasn't played since the Shelley game in 0 week.
Second and 10. Motion, fake the pitch, hand off to Levitt. Jesse looks for the outside, stiff arms, and then hit. Almost broke out of a tackle on the stiff arm, but stopped for no gain on the play. Third and 10 for the Braves.
I'm the first to admit that I don't know where kids translate from high school to college if they're going to play college ball. I look at Luke Talich, and all I can say is, to me, he looks like he is going to continue, if he goes to Wyoming, that fine tradition of being a quarterback and then playing safety. But we'll see what happens where he decides to go.
Levitt will remain in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun on a third down and 10 from the Cody 45. McClure will throw. Steps up, looks downfield, outside left, caught it, the sticks, and drops. It was there for Luke Linford, but through his hands and incomplete. It likely would have been a first down, but now it's 4th and 10, and out comes the punt team.
I think he was about a half yard past the sticks. The Braves have really hurt themselves here. They've dropped about a half dozen times. It's right there. Just never able to secure it in his breadbasket. That was squirted right through and right onto the ground, unfortunately.
Matt Nelson and Chase Hatch standing at their own 10-yard line to return this punt from Mikkel Merritt, who's standing at his 42. Clean snap. Mikkel's going to run and have a chance and will punt it away. It was an option for Mikkel. It's going to bounce at the inside the 30. It was an option for Mikkel to run on the fake if he felt like he had it, but it was covered well by Cody, and the punt will only net about 10 yards and spotted at the 35.
Yeah, not too much for the pressure in the backfield there from Dominic Phillips. Another senior, 6'1", 210. Seems like Cody's got a whole dang team of those guys.
Yeah.
They're 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", anywhere from 200 and 210 to 220 pounds.
Certainly don't mind that call, though, at that spot of the field.
No, I like it. It's just like you're hoping maybe he would have got a few more yards on that.
So Cody now with field position starting at their own 35-yard line. 9:10 to go in the third quarter, and the Broncs lead 14-3 in Star Valley. Talich will be in the pistol set once again. He'll come up to the line, call an audible, redirect the offense. There's some confusion by the offense, and the coaching staff saying they need one more guy.
Yeah, Jace Grant, number 54, came up out of his stance, moved a little bit.
You have to call a timeout. Offense couldn't get set. Back in 60 on the SVI Sports Network.
They do.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center, The Right Company, HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Play was run during the timeout. Didn't give us a full 60 seconds there, and it's a Bouchard on the out route. Now Talich on the quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's gone. Luke to the 30. There's the Wills to the 10-5. Touchdown, Cody. Luke Talich up the gut on the quarterback keeper, and he gnashes through the defense for 6 more for the Broncs.
He's one of those guys that once he gets flush with the defense, and we have a great angle up here right there, you know he's gone. And it has nothing to do with heart, it is heart, but he's the fastest kid on the field, and he's gone. 59 yards.
Makes it 20-3 in favor of the Cody Broncs. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's good. 21-3 Cody on the SVI Sports Network.
Corey and the staff at Miles CPA would like to say thank you to the community of Star Valley for the wonderful support provided over the last 16 years.
Go Braves! Time to go back to the field with more live coverage of Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Ensuing kickoff after the Luke Talich touchdown run will be a touchback. And Star Valley will have 1st and 10 now from their own 20-yard line. And that's what you talk about now when you look at the Cody Bronc offense and the speed that they have. Now Luke Talich and Matt Nelson both have burned the Braves.
Well, we talked about big plays all week and into the pregame. And Cody with 3 big touchdown plays. That's it's easier said than done to try and stop a team like this.
Caleb Spalding in the backfield again for Star Valley with 2 receivers to the right side for Taft McClure, 1 left side. Sun beginning to set in Star Valley tonight. Lights are on at Braves Field. McClure in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looks to his left. Nobody open. Flushed out of the pocket. McClure is going to try and run. Does get positive yards on a stiff arm up the 20 to about the 21-yard line, so avoids the sack. But nobody open downfield, and McClure has to tuck it and gets actually about 2 or 3 yards before he stepped out.
Good pursuit there from 57, Rennick Arthod. He's a 6-foot junior, and the Braves quickly up to the line.
2nd down and 7 to go with 8:28 to play in the 3rd quarter. Star Valley now trailing 21-3 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Here's the 2nd and 7. McClure to throw from an empty backfield. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Nobody open again. McClure is going to have to tuck it. He scrambles back to the left side. Now throws downfield and overshot. Caleb Spalding was the intended target, but sails into the Cody sideline.
Coach McFadden showing off the hands. I think that was him. To me, the Braves offense has had more success today, Duke, when it's been kind of a quicker, more predetermined, okay, we're getting this ball out of here on a 3-step drop or a 5-step. When Taft looks down the field, he's looking for those great big ones. I get a recipe for disaster against this D.
Here's a big 3rd and 7 inside their own 30-yard line. McClure again looks to throw. Pumps, fading, sets up the screen. Caught and dropped short of the first down. Jacob Hodges on the reception. He's picked up roughly 5 or so, but it's going to be 4th down and about 2 to go. And Coach Young will leave the offense out there. We're trailing by 18 points. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd. Here's a big 4th and 2. Trips to the right, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield for Taft McClure. He will take the snap, and it will be a timeout taken by Cody. We'll be back in 60 on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
Your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, Star Valley does go punt, and Mikkel will punt it away on 4th and 2. Takes a Star Valley roll and keeps going down inside the 35.
It hit 89 at midfield. I don't know if the officials saw that. Yeah. That they're not going to get the bounce all the way to the 30. That actually bounced off number 89, Bryson Neal, as he was running down the field. It hit him in the back.
Nothing he did wrong. He was just running down the field.
At all. But that's
kick hit him.
But they spot the ball where it's touched by the kicking team, and it's going to be just across the 50.
So Cody, after a big run and a touchdown, they'll have great field position, leading 21-3 over the home Star Valley Braves. 7:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Star Valley's had some 3-and-outs on defense. They could really use one here.
So they're disappointed there because that basically is just 10 yards down the way from where you were.
So 1st and 10 for Talich and the Bronc offense. Luke will call for the football, has a man in motion, handoff to the back in the backfield, but tackled and dropped for no gain on the play by Clay Merritt.
Good job there by Clay, talented junior. Taking that ball was number 50,
Clay Merritt with the tackle.
1st down and 10 to go, or 2nd down and 10 to go now for Cody. Ball at midfield. Here's a screen pass out to the left side. Caught and up ahead for about 6 yards, almost to the 45-yard line on the reception. Brings up 3rd down and 4 to go for the Broncs.
3rd down and 4.
Cody remains no huddle. Talich looks to the sideline. In the backfield is Boudry. He'll actually step up. Cody in the shotgun is Talich. Turn, play action, slant, knocked out by Linford. The ball was perfectly placed and would have been caught, but Linford with the hit from behind to bring up 4th down.
And the Braves defense needed that, although it looks like the Broncs going to keep it out there and go for it on 4th down.
They will at the Star Valley 45-yard line. Talich will empty the backfield. Crowd comes alive on a 4th down and 4 to go. The Braves defense needs this one, trailing 21-3 on their homecoming night. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Now Talich will step back into the shotgun from his Star Valley 45-yard line. Takes a look to the sideline one final time. Still no call. Now here's the snap. Talich looks to throw on the slant. Tipped up in the air and knocked down and incomplete. Ball is tipped up and drops down for the turnover on downs. Derek Astle with the big play for the Star Valley defense.
And all you can do is ask your guys to keep fighting, and the Braves are doing that here. Crowd still trying to be in it. Towich dropping that over the top, and that one tipped up, as you mentioned, by Astle.
Star Valley offense quickly out onto the field. They needed that stop, and they got it from the defense. Now the Braves back out. Really need points here with 7 minutes to go in the third. McClure looks to his left to pass. Back center field, fires to the hashes. Caught for a first down by Jacob Hodges. His biggest gain on the night for a Rocky Mountain Yeti first down, pushing the Braves inside Bronc territory.
It's like about 13 yards there for Jacob.
Ball spotted down to the Cody 43-yard line. Braves trying to build on some momentum given to him by the defense. Clock rolls down to 6:45 to go. McClure will be in the shotgun with Spalding in the backfield with him. Two receivers on either side. Taft will throw again. Quickly to the outside. Caught again by Hodges. Up the sideline. Breaks a tackle and has a first down inside the 30 down to the 25. Hodges making his presence felt on this drive. Moves the chains.
Nice job by Jacob keeping inside the line, and second effort gets him 19 yards on that one.
No huddle. Quick offense here for Star Valley. 1st and 10 from the 25. Hodges flanked wide left. McClure in the shotgun again, looks back towards Hodges. He's covered, goes center field. There, caught by Krog inside the 10. He's dropped inside the 10. It's 1st and goal for the Braves. Krog in the middle of the field for the reception.
This short, quick passing game, like I said, I'm glad to see him go back to this, because when you're having Tats sit back there for 3 or 4 seconds, that Bronc defense is putting a lot of pressure on him.
Braves go no huddle, empty backfield, 1st and goal from the 8, trips to the right side. McClure still in the shotgun. Under 6 to go in the third quarter. Braves looking for the first touchdown of the game. McClure looks to the right side, comes left side, and up and diving for it. No good. But a flag on the play. No, he caught it. Touchdown Braves. Luke Linford diving to the outside with the PI call. Hauls it in for 6 points. I thought for sure he was out, but it's a 6-point diving catch. Braves score with 5:49 to go.
Should have a pretty good angle here from the end zone cam. You can't really see. I saw there's a jersey tug, so they got the flag, but it's not going to matter. But yeah, watch Luke Linford reel this thing in.
What a catch.
And honestly, that's just a good battle down there.
And the PAT may have been deflected, but it just sneaks in. Braves pull within 11, 5:49 to go in the third. 21-10 on the SVI Sports Network.
Graduating seniors from our local high schools need your help to go to college and trade schools next spring. Please show your support by donating to the Education Foundation's website or contacting 307-887-7537.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Ensuing kickoff from Kason Hatterley, fielded inside the 10, faked the reverse on the return, and a big special teams tackle deep in the backfield for the Braves at the 10-yard line.
That's Bryson Neald. So Bryson, he takes that shot in the back from the punt that wasn't his fault, makes a huge special teams tackle here. See the fake there from Hatch, and Bryson tracks him down. Also in on that tackle, number 32, that's Jesse Levitt.
A lot of momentum here for the Braves as they have the Cody Broncs backed up deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line. Star Valley scores to Luke Linford to pull to within 11. 21-10 with 5:44 to go in the third quarter. Here's a pitch out to the outside. Here's the speedster, Matt Nelson. Can't get the corner this time. He stopped for a gain of about 5 yards on the perimeter. No, maybe just 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 to go.
It still just shows you how fast Matt Nelson is, because that looked like, oh, hey, they stopped him, and he still gets 4 yards.
They'll give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now with 5:20 to go in the third. Here's another pitch outside. Nelson again, this time to the right. Has a nice block. First down and tackled after moving the chains up near the 20, 25-yard line.
That's Remy Broussard with that carry from the 14, and the referees will spot that. They'll move the chains, as you mentioned, Duke. Spotted at the 25, so gain of 11 there for Broussard.
Ball on the 25-yard
Cody trying to gain the momentum back here after Star Valley scores. Talich throws center, caught wide open down the middle. Broussard, foot race now down to the 30, and he is tackled at the 25-yard line. But a big play for the Cody Broncs, pushing the ball inside Braves territory. 1st and 10 from the 25.
I think Broussard's coming out because he's tired, man. He's gotten so many yards. Went from the 25 to the 25 on 2 plays.
1st and 10 now for Cody. They started this drive at their own 10, but the big play Broncs are marching down the field. 1st and 10 from the Star Valley 25. Handoff up the middle for a short gain on the play. Just about a yard or 2, maybe.
Man, Broussard wide open up the seam there.
2nd down and 8. Here's a option read. Talich keeps, looks for the edge. He is brought down around the 15-yard line. Should be enough for a 1st down, or at least really close. It'll actually be about a yard short.
On the initial look, I thought he had it, but then when they came up and spotted it, it looks like, he's actually 2 yards short.
So 3rd and 2 with 4:08 to play in the third. Empty backfield. And Talich will look to the sideline and call a new play. 3rd down and 2 to go. Talich hands off up the middle. 1st down. Nice hole into the 2nd level and inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cody Broncs.
And that carry from number 5, Grady McCartan, a sophomore. First time we've seen him.
1st down and 10.
Couple carries on this drive as it's a play action, this time to the outside. Great play, though, by the corner on the far side, not biting on it. And Colin Hunsaker there for the tackle on the perimeter. Brings up 2nd and 10 after a nice play from the right side corner of the Braves.
With the tackle.
So, Duke, that last 3rd down conversion was the Broncs' first of the game. They've either scored huge or they've just gotten the chains moved on 1st and 2nd down.
2nd and 10 inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Talich will throw. Looks left, spins to his right, goes into the end zone. Almost intercepted by the Braves. It was knocked down by Derek Astle, got his hands on it. Would have been a great catch. He was going away from the ball and had to spin to get it, but he does knock it down.
And I think the player who had the pressure there, Dimitri Dolgarakis, he might have got a hand on this to slow it down before Astle even had a shot at it.
3rd and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Cody Broncs. Man in motion is Broussard. Pitch out to him, and he's going to be dropped for a huge loss on the play. Dimitri with the tackle for loss deep in the backfield, and the flex to bring up 4th and long.
Boy, that's a big loss. Was there a flag on that play? I just saw the official do the false. Okay, he's saying, boy, that's a big time tackle for Dimitri.
4th and long, and Coach McFadden will send out the field goal unit. That's a big stand in the red zone for the Braves defense. This is going to be a 37-yard attempt for the Cody Broncs. High snap, hold is down, kick is away. Looks like it's good.
No,
and it's wide left. It had plenty of distance, but wide left and no good.
I was going to say plenty of leg, but yeah, I saw that sail wide left. Holy cow, that kid's got a cannon.
What a stand for the Braves defense inside the red zone. Cody was marching. That drive started from the Cody 10. The Braves finally stopped it inside the red zone, and now a chance for Star Valley to pull it into a score. 2:18 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Braves looking at 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
1-minute drive last time.
McClure, empty backfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to his left. Taft looks to throw. Looks right, comes center. A dart to guess who? Jacob Hodges. He's having himself a good couple drives, and that's a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down on a pickup of 11.
He's had a pretty darn good game. In fact, that is Jacob's 7th catch of the night, and he's up to 78 yards.
Crowd on their feet here on a homecoming night for Star Valley as the Braves try and dig back into this game. They were down 21-3, now it's 21-10 with the ball and driving to their own 31-yard line. McClure fires out into the flat, caught by Hodges, has the run after the catch, up to about the 30-yard line, stopped a yard or two shy of the first down, and another big catch for number 21.
Well, spotted at the 40, so a 9-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and short.
Minute 38 to go in the third quarter as the Braves line back up. 2nd down and 1 yard to go. Spalding back in the backfield for this play. Taft will throw, looks deep downfield, flushed out of the pocket, comes back to his left, being chased, throws it, and it's caught for the first down. Tackled across the 45-yard line is Wyatt Krog, but the scramble drill for Taft McClure finds the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down.
Well, credit to Wyatt. I've been saying fast, don't run around back there, and Taft saying, well, sometimes you got to run around out there.
1st and 10 for the Braves, all momentum here for Star Valley with the crowd behind them at their own 47-yard line. 1:05 to play in the third quarter. Braves and Bronx in a good one. Stepping up in the pocket, Taft has to elude the sackle, tuck it and run, get across the 50, and run out of bounds inside Bronx territory. Taft again with his legs. Oh, they'll put him clear up to the 47.
I was going to say, they got a little more than what we were thinking. Ends up getting 6.
2nd down and 4, and now inside Bronx territory at the 47-yard line. 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Braves down by 11 and driving against the Bronx defense. 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Taft will throw again. Under pressure, sets up the screen, caught, and a first down, or at least close to it. Chase Stewart on the screen play. He's right at the sticks at the tackle.
Yeah, I think he's got it. They're going to spot that at the 37, so gain of 10.
So it's another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down for the Braves. Marching against the Cody Bronx defense, trying to dig back into this game. They were down 21-3 now. Now it's 21-10 and all momentum Star Valley at this point. Spalding again in the backfield. McClure waits for the snap in the shotgun. High play action, pulls it down outside and caught by Stewart, but hit immediately and tackled for no gain on the play. Broussard with the tackle.
Broussard's like, your head's still attached? Hope so. See you next play. Boy, he is a big, tough kid. Remy Broussard, 6'3", 195. And he used every bit of that on Chase Stewart on that tackle.
Timeout on the field. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The Braves driving 2nd and 10 when we come back on the SVI Sports Network.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Start of the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Let's send it down to the field to Gabe Daniel for a quick update with the Miles CPA sideline report. Gabe.
Thanks, Duke. After that last touchdown on their offensive drive and then stuffing Cody on their defensive drive, this crowd and team both look rejuvenated. They look to have regained their composure and are hoping to make a sprint to the finish. We're hoping that this is going to be an exciting finish, and I'm sure it will be. Back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Gabe Daniel, with the Miles CPA sideline report. 2nd and 10 as Star Valley now driving to the north. Trailing by 11 on their homecoming night, but with the momentum. 2nd and 10 from the Cody 48-yard line. McClure looks to throw, steps up under pressure, has to get rid of it, does, caught and plastered is Luke Linford. Talich came up and just nailed Luke, but he kept possession of the ball, made the completion.
That's all you can do. You gave your Wow, that was a lot farther, about 7 yards. But yeah, all you can do is hang on to the ball. It's going to hurt either way.
3rd down and 3 to go for the Braves. Now from the 36-yard line of Cody. Taft McClure in the passing game, trying to gash away through the defense of Cody.
Braves 4 of 11 on 3rd down.
5 receiver set again for Taft. Empty backfield, caught again, and falling forward for the first down. First catch of the game for Viegel. Hayden Viegel, the senior, moves the chains.
Hyde's missed a bunch of time with an injury, and now he comes in and gets a crucial 5-yard catch that converts on 3rd down.
Hayden's going to remain in the game wearing number 8. 1st and 10 now from the Cody 31-yard line. Braves marching, trying to dig into an 11-point deficit. 21-10 with 11 minutes to go in the Napa Auto Parts 4th quarter. Empty backfield again for Taft McClure. 5 receivers, 3 on the left. Taft will throw, screenplay on the out to Krog. Tries to put on the wheels and dives ahead to the 25-yard line. Gain of 6 on the wide receiver screen, and the Braves continue to move. 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6.
It's the 27th pass completion for Taft McClure. Wyatt Krog with his 9th catch of the night for 93 yards. He set a school record last week in Powell with 13 catches. He's sniffing that again.
Braves step into a 2-receiver set this time as Wiley Wilkes comes into the backfield to play tailback. McClure will throw again. Shotgun, steps up, fire center field, and almost intercepted. I don't know that McClure and Hodges were on the same page there. That ball well short, and Talich almost had a diving pick.
Hatch right there, just about scooped that up. Let's look at it again here on our Fall River Propane replay. As you mentioned, Duke, a bit of a miscommunication. Hodges, he never does get turned around, and Hatch comes in and just about ends this drive.
3rd and 3 to go for Star Valley.
Braves converted just a minute ago. They're now 5 of 12.
Spalding in the backfield for the Braves. He rolls to the right as McClure's under pressure. The ball's out, the ball's loose, and it's going to be Cody on the scoop running down the field and tackled from behind, but Cody's going to have the football after the ball was poked out from McClure, and it's scoop and a run for the Cody Bronx inside Star Valley territory. Braves turnover as they were marching down the field.
Jace Grant, number 54, picks it up. It's 47 Logan Class who forced it, and then Jace Grant picks it up right on the sideline and returns it back to the Star Valley 45. That is a tough pill. Are they saying he stepped out back here?
Yeah, let's say
they're going to bring it back a little bit.
Say they stepped out at the 44.
Yeah, they're actually going to bring it back. It's about 20 yards, but still, it's going to be Cody ball.
Oh, what a big play for the Cody defense. Star Valley had them on their heels, trying to make this a 1-possession game. And now the defense needs to step up again for the Braves. 1st and 10 for Cody, coming back the other direction. Up 21-10 with 10:09 to go in the game. Talich hands off and eaten up in the backfield. No gain on the play, maybe even a loss on the carry of a yard. 2nd and long coming up for the Bronx.
That's Grady McCartan again. This time he's going to lose a yard. McCartan, a sophomore, so this Cody program, Duke, you can kind of see they just keep feeding the beast. These young athletic running backs.
2nd down and 11 to go. Talich with the pitch out option. Scoots away from a tackle but can't get away from the second. Clay Merritt was there to keep it down to a 1 or 2 or 3 yard gain. 3rd and 9 for the Bronx.
For a gain of 2, 3rd down and 9.
Big 3rd down for the Braves defense, trying to force a 3 and out and get the ball back. 9:20 to go in the Napa Auto Parts 4th quarter. Star Valley trailing 21-10.
Bronx 1 of 7 on 3rd down, but they haven't really had to use it.
Talich in the shotgun. Actually, it'll be a pistol set. 4 receivers, slot in motion. Talich, the keeper, up the middle. He does get across midfield, but not enough for the 1st down. But I think it is enough for Coach McFadden to go for this now.
Well, they're lining right back up. They're going to attack this Star Valley D-line immediately.
4th and 3. Talich empties the backfield, and a timeout taken by Coach Young will take it as well. Back in 30 seconds, huge 4th down when we come back on the SVI Sports Network.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf." This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal.
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more digital dilemmas.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit sbfunzone.com for reservations.
Here's a 4th and 4. Cody does go for the punt after, and it's a shank off the foot and out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. And so coming out of the timeout, the Broncs just punted away on 4th and 3 instead of going for it.
And Brandon Beck is slow to get up back here in the backfield, and he is walking gingerly, but he is walking.
Going to try and actually jog it off. And it looks like he'll come to the sideline. But it is 1st and 10 after the Braves got the stop they needed.
This has been such a crazy game, dude, because the Braves defense has stepped up so many times and done so many good things. And then you look at those big plays that Cody has, and you just tip your hat because, man, they have found some gaps.
1st and 10 with the ball spotted on the Star Valley 25-yard line. Can they put another drive together? Still a 2-possession game with 8:36 to go. McClure looks to throw, steps up, fires down the middle, and hit and dropped. He was there for Stewart, but Luke Talich came in and put his shoulder down for the clean hit, and the ball pops out incomplete.
You know, for whatever reason, we talk about Luke being fast, smart, athletic. This guy hits pretty dang hard. He's had a double leg. He's dislodged the ball. He's put a couple guys right on their back with some big hits. I guess what I'm saying is we haven't used the word physical, but we probably should.
2nd and 10 for Star Valley now. McClure again in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked on the left. McClure looks that direction, fires to the sideline. Nice catch by Hodges. It was a high pass, but he pulled it in across the 30-yard line. Jacob showing off the good hands in this second half today, and it's 3rd down and 4.
Mike Jacobs having the best game of his career, and he's pushing 100 yards now with that reception.
He's flanked to the bottom of your screen on the left, Hodges is. 1 receiver to the right. Big 3rd down and 4 for the Braves offense. 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the game. McClure to throw, goes middle, and almost picked, but then caught on the tip. Down to the races is Krog. Down to the 30. Has to be one man to the 20. Cuts down to the 10. Stutter step, dives for the goal line. And he's down. He's down to the 1-yard line, but what a play by Wyatt Krog. The ball was tipped by the defense. Krog catches it on the tip and goes all the way down to the 1-yard line, diving for the pylon.
58 yards. Matt Nelson was able to use the angle. Wyatt decided to try and juke his way past and dive to the pylon. The officials saying they're asking them to wind the clock here. That's kind of a zoo, so they're getting it done.
Tristan Hilton will come in and play goal line package for the Braves. 1st and goal from the 1 to make this a 1-possession game. What a play for Wyatt Krog. 7:49 to go in the 4th quarter. Jumbo package. Tristan Hilton in at quarterback. Quarterback keep. He looks like he's in, and he is. Well, no official signal yet. No signal.
Oh, wow.
There it is. Touchdown.
Wow. That's a late one.
Touchdown Braves. 7:46 to go. Set up by the play off the tip to Wyatt Krog. And Star Valley pulls to within a score, 21-16.
What a crazy game this has turned into. And I wonder if the Braves will go for 2 here, Duke. Because it will make it because you don't know if you're going to get 2 more possessions, so you kind of have to.
That's what they're going to do. Offense will come out, and Coach Young's going for 2 to try and make this a 3-point game. They were down by 11, now trying to go 18. You'll have flanked wide to the right, Colin Hunsaker with McClure in the shotgun. Hodges to slot left. Linford, and going to have to call a timeout here as Taft McClure didn't like what he was seeing out in front of him line up for that one. We'll keep it here for the timeout What a game. 7:46 to go in the fourth quarter, and this one's living up to all of it. And Star Valley strikes and now tries to go within 3.
Well, and I'll just throw this out there, Duke. Wyatt Krog just became the first Star Valley player ever to have back-to-back double-digit reception games. He had 13 last week in Powell. That was his 10th catch. I've got him for 166 yards tonight. Jacob Hodges has 9 for 93. And just another ho-hum 355-yard passing game for Taft McClure.
355 against the Cody Bronc defense.
That's the impressive part.
And 7:46 to go. The Braves are back alive. They trail 21-3. And it looked like Cody was going to take this one right out of their homecoming hearts. Star Valley's battled back into it. Now a huge 2-point conversion to pull to within 3 points. Braves will break the huddle with Spalding in the backfield. Hodges has had the hot hand tonight from the receiver position. He's lined slot right. Spalding in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun. Man in motion. Turn. Pitch outside, double pass, good! Double pass to Luke Linford, who started the season at quarterback, and he catches the ball and then throws it to Chase Stewart to convert the 2 points, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, what a play with 7:46 to go. Coach Young going to his little green notebook, and it worked out.
21-18, Braves back in it after 15 unanswered. Back in 30 on the SVI Sports Network.
Changing your oil with Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Ensuing kickoff after the Braves score and convert the 2-point conversion to make it a 21-18 game. Squib kick on the ensuing kickoff from Hatterley is going to be picked up by the up back at the 30 and run back near the 40. You don't want to kick to the dangerous Nelson and Hatch, and so they go squib, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cody Broncs inside their own 30.
They're all dangerous. This time Trey Thomason picked that one up, but as you said, Nelson definitely is the top of that pile. And what a ball. This is so reminiscent of last year's game in the semis. The Braves cut it close, and then if you remember, Cody went on a bit of a drive and then got a field goal to kind of put things out of the reach. We'll see what they got left in their tank here with 7:40 to go.
Talich in the shotgun on 1st and 10. He'll hand off to his tailback. He's hit and brought down for no gain on the play. Thompson on the tackle.
Thompson, talented sophomore. Grant Thompson getting a stop there.
Actually, we'll give him 2 yards on the carry to make it 2nd down and 8. 7:20 to go in our Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Fans on their feet in Star Valley trying to cheer on the Braves defense for another stop. Here's a play action down the middle, caught on the run of the 50 and breaking a tackle to the 30, high stepping to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. The Broncs go play action pass and burn the Braves. Thomason on the reception, and the Broncs score again to make it 27-18.
This one's 69 yards. Talich puts it right on the money. Thomason gets away from the diving attempt from Hunsaker, and then enough jets to get him into the end zone. That's the 4th touchdown for the Broncs tonight of at least 28 yards. That one, 69.
What a huge play. The defense biting on the run. McFadden goes play action, and the PAT is good. 28-18, lead back to 10 with 7:05 to go in the game on the SVI Sports Network.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Cody Bronx score again on a big play. Off the play action with 7:05 to go in the game, and it's back to a 10-point lead to favor the Bronx of Cody, 28-18. Ensuing kickoff, Star Valley will have Hunsaker and Krog back to return, both standing inside their 10-yard line. And kicking will be Matt Nelson. Got a pretty good leg. He's had a couple touchbacks already tonight.
Do a little bit of everything.
Nelson will boot this one high and will be fielded in the end zone by the Braves, and a touchback for Star Valley. 1st and 10, now back to a two-possession game with the Star Valley Braves. Their 20-yard line, still a lot of time to go. 7:04 to play in the fourth quarter. So Star Valley will need a score here and then another defensive stop.
You know, one of the words we used to describe the Braves when they won in 0 week was resilience. They've showed that here in the second half. This is the second time Cody's basically snatched the heart right out of this crowd tonight. We'll see if the crowd can stay in it, see if the Braves can keep battling. Still plenty of time, but right now he's got to focus on getting some points on the board.
Taft McClure in the empty backfield shotgun, 5 receivers set. McClure with a quick throw to the outside. Caught again. Linford this time puts his shoulder down and pushes his way ahead for the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. And
15 yards.
Luke Linford up across the 35.
Luke's had a terrific game tonight. That's his 6th catch. He's got 79 yards.
Taft didn't start 0 week game because of an injury, so Luke played quarterback. Fantastic.
Yeah, did a great job.
And it's 1st and 10 now for the Braves. McClure will wait in the shotgun. Will throw again. Under pressure. Steps up to elude the sack. Wants to tuck it. Now he throws the out route. Caught by Krog at the 50 and out of bounds. Inside Cody territory. McClure again. Patient pump fake. And a great scramble drill again for the Braves offense.
Well, and that's one of those where he starts to look like he's going to run, and the defender has to respect that, comes up, and then this pops over the top of him to Krog, who moves the chains for a gain of 8.
Star Valley inside Cody territory again. 6:34 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted at the Bronx 47-yard line. Spalding in the backfield with McClure. It's actually Wilkes in the backfield. Play action. McClure steps up, goes deep down the sideline, and incomplete. No good, but a flag on the play. Tried to hit Krog, and it's pass interference.
They're going to get him with a holding his arm, but there's been a pretty darn good battle between these receivers and DBs all day back on both sides.
It will be pass interference on Cody, which will result in a first down and push the ball deeper inside Bronx territory. 6:28 now to go in the fourth quarter. Star Valley in need of 2 scores, but a 1st and 10 coming.
Just the 3rd penalty on the Bronx in the game for a total of 32 yards. That's the first penalty of the second half for Cody.
Penalty pushes the ball up to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Star Valley. Spalding in the backfield with a 4-receiver set from the shotgun. Taft McClure waits for the football. He'll have it to throw. 3-step drop, and he's under pressure and throws it away. He had Spalding in the area, but McClure almost sacked but threw it away.
Taft did a nice job there of salvaging some yardage. And good pressure. I did not see the number, sorry, for the Bronx faithful. That was good pressure. Hayden Viegel checks back in, number 8. He'll be at the top of your screen, along with Luke Linford, number 3.
Here's the 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Ball from the 32-yard line. Clock rolls down to 6:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Star Valley trying to mount a comeback. They go short pass again, caught again, stutter step, first down inside the 20, and pushed out of bounds. Luke Linford again with the yards after catch, and yaks his way to a Rocky Mountain Yeti first down.
I like that. The yak attack tonight here for this receiving core from the all the way up to the 32, or from the 32 to the 18 for a gain of 14.
Now inside the Riverside Dental red zone. 1st and 10 for the Braves. They go 5-receiver set again. McClure in the shotgun from the 18-yard line. Looks to throw, fires outside to Linford, hit as he catches at the 10. Clock continues to roll on a 2nd and short coming up.
So Duke, Taft McClure, or no Star Valley player had ever had a 400-yard passing game. Taft McClure just did it for the 3rd time.
Incredible.
In 4 weeks.
And against this defense is what makes it even the most impressive.
Right at 400 now on 34 completions.
Here's a 2nd down and 2 from the 10-yard line inside the Riverside Dental red zone. McClure fires, caught by Hodges in the end zone. Jacob Hodges for 6 points. Touchdown Braves. A PAT away from a 3-point game.
Holy moly, what a game.
5:43 left to go. And the Braves are still in it.
10-yard touchdown score for Hodges. That's his 10th catch and his first touchdown of the night. And again, the Braves, let's go for the PAT here to cut it to within 3.
Big PAT, snap, hold, kick, good. Braves pull back to within a field goal, 28-25 on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
It's time for some Napa know-how. 4th quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is provided by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and Thane.
This game is everything you would hope it would be. Star Valley scores again, and they pull back to within 3. 28-25 is your score on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Dal, Star Valley defense just needs one more big stop.
It's easier said than done. Both of these defenses, Duke, they were kind of holding court in that first quarter. Well, now it's kind of turned into a track meet. It's the 4th quarter. There's only under 6 minutes left in the game. Everybody's a little more tired. We'll see how we finish up. But, man, what a ball game to this point.
Merritt in for the ensuing kickoff for the Braves. 5:43 left to go. It's an onside kick, and it will be recovered by Cody at the 48-yard line. Braves try and catch him off guard, but now Cody with good field position.
Number 14, Dalton Sertmus, another senior. You know, we talk about all the big play seniors for Cody, Duke, but we've had a lot of seniors come up with some big plays like that. As I said, number 14, Dalton Sertmus, a 5'10 senior. He snagged that thing right out of the air.
Here we go. Can the defense stop the Bronc offense one more time and give Star Valley a chance in a 3-point game? 5:40 left. Talich up the middle, struck for a 1-yard, maybe a 2-yard gain is all.
Brandon Beck, I guess his ankle's fine, or at least it will be for another 5.5 minutes.
They will give him 2. The ball spotted right at midfield. The Bronx quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
Talich 72 yards and a touchdown on the ground tonight, and he's also thrown for 199 yards.
Boudry in the backfield. Talich under center, something we haven't seen much. Nope, now I'll step back into the shotgun. 5:10 to go in the 4th. Man in motion. Talich will throw. Goes deep, has a man, caught again, 10-5, touchdown, Cody Bronx.
Holy cow.
Talich down the field, and another 6 points for Cody.
That one went
Radakovich.
Yeah, Wilkins Radakovich on a 50-yard reception. My goodness.
The big play Bronx strike again. Right down the hash marks and in. Back to a 9-point game with 4:59 to go. And the ensuing PAT from Matt Nelson. This to make it a 10-point game. Snap, hold, kick is good. 4:59 to go. Cody again scores on the SVI Sports Network.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Wyatt Krog on being this week's Man of the Week.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB. I'm Racine, Wisconsin. Braves Nation, let's ride.
Comes back to Krog down the sideline and caught by Wyatt on the run to the 30. He's down to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wyatt Krog into the end zone on a 3rd and 5, 60 yards out.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Another big score for the Cody Broncs with 5 minutes left, and the ensuing kick is high, skying up in the air. Now again will result in a touchback. No return for Hunsaker, and it's going to be 1st and 10. The Braves again will need 2 scores, trailing 35-25.
So just looking at the yardage here, Duke, on a Battlesome Brothers stat check. Star Valley 442 yards tonight. Cody 454.
Wow.
So these teams, they started off, this game was 3-0, 3-7 for a long time. Now they're pushing 1,000 yards of offense.
14-3 at half. Now it's 35-25. McClure again in the shotgun, empty backfield. Braves need 2 scores. McClure flushed out of the pocket, has to roll to his right, throws downfield again to Krog, has positive yards, makes a man miss, and Krog near the 30-yard line will be really close to a Rocky Mountain Yeti after first down. He'll say he's out of bounds, maybe a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to give Wyatt about 9 yards.
9-yard gain on first.
Turns 2nd and 1 now up to the 29-yard line. 4:35 to go in the game.
Wyatt now 1 reception away from tying his record he set last week. He has 12 receptions.
Shotgun trips left. 2nd down and 1 for the Braves. 4:20 to go in the game. McClure looks to throw. Finds Linford in the flat. Caught, first down. Spins out of 1 tackle. Can't get away from the others.
I thought he lost the ball there for a second.
And the ball at the 39-yard line. Another first down for Star Valley. Up to their own 39. Clock rolling down to 4:08 to go.
Gain of 10. And that's catch number 9 for Luke Linford. I've got him at 111 yards. The Braves have 3 receivers over 100 yards.
Spalding in the backfield. 4 receivers set. 3:53 to go in the game. First down and 10. McClure will throw. Drops. Flushed. Goes to his left. Pump fakes. No sack. He'll tuck it and run across the 40 and tackled out of bounds at about the 41-42. Clock will stop at 3 minutes and 41 seconds.
Remy Broussard in pursuit there. Brings Taft down after a gain of about 4 yards.
2nd down and 6 yards to go from the 43. 3:41 left in the game in a 2-score game. Braves trying to stay in it again. McClure has the screen to Linford. Caught. Breaks a tackle. Almost broke the tackle. It does have really close to the first down. Needed the 49.
He's right on.
And they will give it. They just motion ahead. No measurement. First down for the Braves.
And Remy Broussard just making a heck of a play right there to trip Luke up.
Clock continues to roll down to 3:30 to go.
We call his name a bunch.
New set of downs at their own 49-yard line. Star Valley trying to pull back to within a 1-possession game. Here's the snap. McClure steps up, hit as he throws, and it's going to drop short. He just got it out in time, and the incompletion does stop the clock at 3:15.
So I just want to throw this out there too, Duke. So there'd only been a couple of guys who'd ever had double-digit receptions in a game for the Braves historically. They have 3 tonight. Hodges with 10, Krog with 12, Linford with 10.
Star Valley just hasn't had an offense like this. It's incredible. No. At least through the air. They've had a lot of great offenses, but an air attack just hasn't been in Star Valley's playbook.
Nothing like this.
Here's McClure to throw again. Looking downfield, has time. Flag on the plays. McClure throws against his body, and this one is probably going to be a hold on the scramble.
You're asking a lot of your offensive line already, but if you're going to ask to protect and then scramble. Yeah, there hasn't been a hold in a long time, and Braves going to get whistled for this one. 7th penalty of the game, totaling 55 yards. I think that's just their first penalty of the second half, though. It's been well, let's be honest, the teams haven't had time to commit penalties in the second half. They've been scoring points.
That penalty pushes the ball all the way back to the 36-yard line, so a big penalty. It's going to make it about 14 yards to convert. 24 yards to convert. 2nd and 14 now for Star Valley. In the backfield for the Braves is Jaden Crook. McClure will throw. Has the draw play to Jaden. He breaks out in the open field to the 40 and is hit hard out of bounds.
Wow.
A big hit again by Luke Talich. He's perfect form and pushes Jaden back.
Man, he's hitting tonight, but a nice run there from Jaden Crook all the way up to the 36.
It brings up third down. Boy, looked like he had so much room, and then just closed by Talich. 2:37 and counting. Time starting to become an issue here in a 2-possession game for the Braves. Trying to get set and ready in the backfield for Star Valley is Wiley Wilkes. McClure in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide right. McClure rolls that direction. Looks downfield. Satz comes back to the left. Tries to find Stewart and overthrew him and incomplete. And McClure takes a shot. McClure is down. Ooh. He's going to roll and come up. But he took a lick as he let go of the ball.
He sure did.
The incompletion stops the clock at 2:16, and McClure's going to try and walk it off.
Well, he's put up a heck of a game against one of the best defenses you're going to see. And I've got him 38 of 55, 434 yards, 3 touchdowns.
The incompletion does bring up 4th and 17, and with 2:16 to go in the game, Star Valley will have to go for it. Trips to the right side, 2 to the left side for Taft McClure. 4th and 17 after that big holding penalty. Here's the snap to McClure. Sends a man in motion, that's Viegel. Sets up 4 receivers to the right. McClure comes back to his left, finds Linford and couldn't get it there, and incomplete. Sideline wants a flag, and they're not going to get it, and the Braves will turn it over on downs.
He's looking for Luke Linford here up the sideline.
So the ball will be spotted at the Star Valley 43-yard line, and that turnover on downs is about enough to put this game away with just 2:11 to go, and the Broncs up by 10, 35-25.
Well, the Braves had more stops defensively in the first quarter than I think they've had since. This Bronc offense has just been absolutely explosive in this second half. It was huge plays for touchdowns, and now they find themselves inside Braves territory, 10-point lead, 2 minutes left. They are in great shape.
Talich in the backfield for the Cody Broncs. They'll go tight formation with the lead late. Pitch outside to Nelson. He'll try and get the edge. Cuts up field and will be stopped shy of the 40. It's a yard or 2 on the carry on the perimeter pitch, and the clock ticks down to 1:58.
Nelson, I've got him with 128 combined yards. That's receiving and rushing. Remy Broussard also right at 100 in combined yardage.
2nd down and 9 to go as Cody taking their time, just milking clock with a 10-point lead late in the game.
Well, the Braves just with 1 timeout left, so you're just kind of helpless watching that clock tick.
Talich is just going to wait for the 5-second call to come from the official. And Star Valley's comeback attempt will again fall short against Cody. Here's a run right up the middle, stopped short of the first down across the 40-yard line to about the 36-yard line.
That one carried by Grayson Boudry.
Coach Young will call a timeout to stop the clock at 1:20 to go. 3rd down coming up on the SVI Sports Network.
Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Of miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirts.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Coming out of the Star Valley timeout to stop the clock, 1:20 left to go. And the Braves will have, the Bronx will have third and about 4 from the Star Valley 37-yard line.
And you know, Duke, third down conversion is such a determiner of games sometimes, but tonight, no, it's not. Not for Cody.
In the backfield is Boudry. Man in motion, handoff to Nelson. He will dart ahead and will be really close. Depends on the spot.
I think he got it by about a yard.
Yeah, they'll move it ahead. First down for Cody. And Star Valley without timeout, so Cody will officially get this game. And the Bronx will come into Star Valley and pick up the win. And their streak continues now, but leave no doubt, Star Valley is the real deal, and they can compete with the Bronx. And should they meet again in November, you better believe that a game like this gives Star Valley some confidence that they know they can compete and be in it.
Well, these teams combining for almost 1,000 yards. And the Braves actually with a slight edge in total yardage on my stat sheet, 478 to 466. But the Bronx, man, they have just been lights out in this second half. I'd have to go and look, but their yards per attempt in the second half has got to just be something ridiculous, like Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl ridiculous.
Coach McFadden will just go into victory formation. One more kneel down will end this game. And there's a snap, and Talich takes a knee, and that's it. Your final score, Cody remains undefeated on the season and will still be the top-ranked team in the state of Wyoming's 3A class. But you know what? Star Valley isn't that far behind. 35 to 25, and the Braves certainly give the Bronx their biggest test of the year. And should this game happen again down the road, better be ready for another one. Silver Star Communications post-game show coming up and on the way. Great effort from both teams. Your final 35 to 25. Cody wins on the SVI Sports Network.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Post-game coverage is provided by Silver Star Communications. Leave slow internet in the dirt. Learn more at silverstar.com.
Are you ready to car?
Silver Star Communications post-game coverage online at silverstar.com. And your final score is Cody with the win, 35 to 25. great rivalry game again between these two top programs in the 3A, and
look
you
at
can
that.
see here at the end the respect they have for each other.
I think they respect what the other teams are doing. What the other team's doing. They knew it was going to be a battle. They come in here, and it was one. And this is the cream of the 3A crop. These two teams right now. It's Cody. Braves a little bit behind, trying to catch up to him. But as you alluded to, Duke, I think they're right there. But right now, there's a reason this Cody team has won 20. You don't win 22 in a row by accident. That is just not. They are an incredibly good program. They're well coached, and they are rightfully still undefeated. And the Braves will have to wait for another day and another venue to see if they can hand them an L. It's been a while.
You know, it's interesting because we talked to Coach Young before this game, and obviously this is a big one. It's homecoming. You want to win it. You got Cody. It's a huge, huge game. But he made an interesting comment. He says, as much as we'd love to win this game, you really want the second one, and you know exactly what he means by that. And so they're gonna end their season on this game tonight. They're gonna look ahead and take it still 1 week at a time and see if they can get to another matchup later on down the road.
Well, and that phrase right there is the super important part. 1 game at a time. You cannot take anything for granted between now and into the postseason. You know, Duke, I brought this up earlier in the day. You go back to, I think it was 2015, the Braves and the Bronx, Jackson Bronx, played a heck of a game here. The Braves ended up coming up a touchdown short on the final play of the game, and it was one of those, okay, we'll see you in the postseason. And then it looked like, okay, we'll see you in the state championship game. And then Jackson got upset by the Green River Wolves, and the Braves ended up playing Green River Championship. So you cannot take anything for granted. But right now, these two teams, I mean, you're disappointed you lose, but man, you hung with the best team, and you did some really good things, and now you have some things to work on.
If anything, that was fun. I mean,
it was a blast.
Down the end, down the stretch, you have a chance to win it. You pulled within that. You come back. You pulled within 3. Defensive stops. You just again a couple stops short down the stretch, and Cody's able to pull away and win at 35-25. Some incredible offensive numbers in this game, Dow. Let's take a look at the score deep with the numbers and your Battleson Brothers Carpet One post-game stats.
Well, I had Luke Towich 8 of 16, which isn't that great, but he could have 8 touchdowns. Is what it looked like. But Luke finishes, actually, no, he had 10 of 18, for 249 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. He also ran for 72 yards and a rushing touchdown. Just another typical 300-plus yard game for Luke Towich and 4 touchdowns. The other touchdown came on a rushing score from Matt Nelson, 65 yards. So looking at that, 249 through the air, 217 on the ground on 31 carries. That's a great average against this Star Valley defense. Only 3 penalties. A total of 466 yards individually. Broussard with 100 combined yards. Matt Nelson with 133. The Braves got a 435-yard passing game from Taft McClure. Taft goes 38 of 56 for 435. 3 receivers over 100 yards. Krog 12 for 183. Hodges and Linford 10 catches each. Hodges with 103, Linford 117. Each of them had a receiving touchdown. Tristan Hilton had a rushing touchdown. And then Luke Linford also passed for a 2-point conversion. The running game, still kind of an afterthought. Just 23 carries and just 43 yards. I'm sure they'd like to see better there, but 478 total yards, and they're getting quite an ovation from their fans, and I think they did this community proud, even in the 10-point loss. A lot of things to feel good about. Tonight, Cody wins on the scoreboard, but that's a look at your stats here, courtesy of Battleson Brothers.
Quality, price, service. Battleson Brothers in Afton and in Thane. We are going to send it down to the field here in just a few moments. Gabe Daniel is with Coach McKay Young to get his thoughts on this game. Dow, you throw for over 400 yards and lose. I mean, that's a first. That tells you all you need to know, right, in this type of a matchup. You throw for over 400 and lose, and that's just the offensive performances tonight, but you also had some great defensive performances, and, I don't think there's much of a gap between these two teams.
I don't think so at all, but,
All right, we're going to actually send it down to the field. We do have Gabe Daniel ready with Coach McKay Young. Gabe, take it away.
Coach, it took a little bit to get into it, but once you did, your guys really made it interesting. What did you see that you liked from them?
I loved our physicality. Loved the way we played up front. We just told the guy, we got a ton of film, very valuable film of stuff that we can fix, stuff that we can address. I'm nothing but proud of the guys. Told them, walk out here with your chins up and nothing to be, we're disappointed because we want to win. We're a winning football program. We expect to win. We expect to have the trophy at the end, but obviously we're disappointed, but I'm proud of them. Super proud of the way they battled. Love the way, it's like the last round of a heavyweight match and you're trading punches, with the worthy opponent. And you just got to hope that we stay healthy and they stay healthy and we get a chance to do this again. But, that's a long way into the future. We got a lot of games between here and now. I'm proud of my guys. Proud of the character that they showed tonight. It's a competitive bunch. So, not the result we wanted, particularly on homecoming. But appreciate the community being out here and support. This was an awesome atmosphere. And, you just hope that we can do what we need to do to get the chance to put the score back to 0-0 again in Laramie and get another crack at them. But we got work to do between now and then.
Well, it was exciting all the way to the very end, and we look forward to watching you play Green River next week, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
Of course.
I don't even know how to start my recap here.
Back in the booth, appreciate Gabe Daniel and appreciate the time from Coach McKay Young and his thoughts after that one. Couldn't say any better on how he just did it, so we'll just leave his words as we continue with the Silver Star Communications postgame coverage. Again, your final, Cody over Star Valley 35-25. And Dal, how about your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game?
And there's a lot of numbers to throw around here, Duke, but I'm going with Luke Linford, and part of that was because of what he did in all three phases. Luke had 10 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. He also threw a 2-point conversion, and he also broke up at least 3 passes on defense. I just thought he had a great all-around game. Luke Linford is our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations to Luke. Star Valley Skidoo located in Thane. Certainly deserving tonight, the senior wide receiver, DB, special teams, all of it. Just to throw out some other names, Dal, Jacob Hodges had his best game, over 10 catches, a touchdown, over 100 yards. How many? You said 3 receivers over 100 yards tonight?
Jacob Hodges, 10 for 103. Wyatt Krog, 12 for 183. Luke Linford, 10 for 117. That's never happened.
Great to see Jesse Levitt get some snaps tonight.
Yeah.
He was back in the game for the first time on the season.
Even Caleb early on, 6 carries, 29 yards. It's just, the way the game went was a little different, but, the running game, if the Braves can get a little more out of that and hopefully take some of the pressure off, but at the same time, I don't think they care anymore. They can just sling it when they want to.
That's going to do it for the Silver Star Communications postgame coverage. Star Valley.
What an angle there. How about a shout out to our crew, Duke? Look at that right there. That was just a terrific effort from our crew. Thank you so much, guys and gals.
Star Valley is going to be, get this, back at home next week.
Oh, my gosh.
2 home games in a row. Can it be so? Yes.
Yeah, we didn't even bring that up. Star Valley's first home. This is our first home game since the first week of September. Been on the road 4 straight times, 5 of 6. And, home next Friday against the Green River Wolves.
Going to be senior night for Star Valley in that final regular season home game. Then you go to Jackson the following week to finish the regular season. And then your postseason. What a game it was tonight between the 2 top sluggers in the 3A conference. Cody gets the best of Star Valley in Afton. This time around, the final score 35-25. Our producer, David Kazare, assisted by Sage Jacobson tonight. Again, a great camera crew. Again, helping us out. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson. Thank you for joining us on the SBI Sports Network.